Hey, 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 everybody. How are you doing? Hey, VG, I'm so glad you can hear. Thanks for your receipt show this morning. Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, it's only Tuesday, VG. It's only Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to start out to give everyone else time to get here. I'm going to start off with the January 6th hearings. And as you all can see, I put the real bad dads of social media. And I am starting off the January 6 hearings because guess what? It is about a bad dad of social media, former President Donald Trump, because, all through his presidency and before, he was Mr. Twitter fingers, sending out messages, tweets, and also leaving voicemails and other things like that, and making speeches that incited people to go basically riot on January 6th. So we're going to start off with him. And so today, there's a couple of things I wanted to point out that was very, very key for me was how his tweets and his message affected people who actually were doing their job, but he didn't like it. And so basically, he was doxing people, putting out their phone number, their address, and then his followers would go have, I guess, quote unquote, according to them, protests, but really was harassment. And there was also an African American lady who gave a testimony today, which I may go over more tomorrow, talked about how her whole life feeling of security has changed because of this, So let's get started. Hold on. I gotta do this. Gotta lead by example. This video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, which allows for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay, thank you. So let's go. Okay, you're saying that you can't. There is no volume. Okay, let me let's try it one more time. Okay. Okay. Hello. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. Let's try this. Okay, can y'all still hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Okay, so let me try this. Help me, Lord Jesus.
Plan.
All right. Let me try this one more time. Y'all can see it? All righty then. Let's try this one more time.
And all of this was done in preparation for January 6th. I would note 2 points for particular focus today. First, today you will hear about calls made by President Trump to officials of Georgia and other states. As you listen to these tapes, keep in mind what Donald Trump already knew at the time he was making those calls. He had been told over and over again that his stolen election allegations were nonsense. For example, this is what former Attorney General Bill Barr said to President Trump about allegations in Georgia.
We took a hard look at this ourselves, and based on our review of it, including the interviews of the key witnesses, the Fulton County allegations had no merit. The ballots under the table were legitimate ballots. They weren't in a suitcase. They had been pre-opened for eventually feeding into the machine. All the stuff about the water leak and that there was some subterfuge involved. We felt there was some confusion, but there was no evidence of a subterfuge to create an opportunity to feed things into the count. And so we didn't see any evidence of fraud in the Fulton County episode.
And acting Deputy Attorney General Richard Donahue told Donald Trump this.
And I said something to the effect that, sir, we've done dozens of investigations, hundreds of interviews. The major allegations are not supported by the evidence developed.
Told by his own advisors that he had no basis for his stolen election claims. Yet he continued to pressure state officials to change the election results. Second, you will hear about a number of threats and efforts to pressure state officials to reverse the election outcome. One of our witnesses today, Gabriel Sterling, explicitly warned President Trump about potential violence on December 1st, 2020, more than a month before January 6th. You will see excerpts from that video repeatedly today.
It has all gone too far. All of it. Joe DeGeneva today asked for Chris Krebs, a patriot who ran CISA, to be shot. A 20-something tech in Gwinnett County today has death threats and a noose put out saying he should be hung for treason because he was transferring a report on batches from an EMS to a county computer so he could read it. It has to stop. Mr. President, you have not condemned these actions or this language. Senators, you have not condemned this language or these actions. This has to stop. We need you to step up, and if you're going to take a position of leadership, show some. My boss, Secretary Raffensperger, his address is out there. They have people doing caravans around their house. They've had people come onto their property. It has to stop. This is elections. This is the backbone of democracy, and all of you who have not said a damn word are complicit in this.
Basically, he said, say it with your chest. And this man who's speaking, this is a Republican. This is a man who's doing his job. And like he said, he's having people outside of these people's homes because they won't count the votes the way that former President Trump wanted them. So I'm going to go up a little bit because they play a voicemail from, I think it's a voicemail. Wait, that was a voicemail. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I found this earlier. Okay. I think this is it. So they went and go and get the independent counsel, and they start playing voicemails.
Leaders were singled out. So too were statewide elections officials. Even local elections were. No legitimate state authority in the states Donald Trump lost would agree to appoint fake Trump electors and send them to Congress. But this didn't stop the Trump campaign either. They assembled groups of individuals in key battleground states and got them to call themselves electors, created phony certificates associated with these fake electors, and then transmitted these certificates to Washington and to the Congress to be counted during the joint session of Congress on January 6th. None of this worked. But according to federal district judge David Carter, former President Trump and others likely violated multiple federal laws by engaging in this scheme, including conspiracy to defraud the United States. You will hear evidence of the former president and his top advisors' direct involvement in key elements of this plot, or what Judge Carter called a coup in search of a legal theory. For as the judge explained, President Trump's pressure campaign to stop the electoral count did not end with Vice President Pence. It targeted every tier of federal and state elected officials. Convincing state legislatures, he said, to certify competing electors was essential to stop the count and ensure President Trump's reelection.
According to the last day 3 hearing, in the day 3 hearing, they said that there was over like 20-something lawsuits that the former president was suing like either elected official or the states to try to get them to recount the vote. So he's using the court system. He's telling Pence, like pressuring him to stop the electoral count. Then he's calling these federal and state officials who are doing their job to try to get them to stop the count or erase the count. Okay, so like you said, this is very much campaign tampering, fraud.
As we have seen in our prior hearings, running through this scheme was a big lie that the election was plagued with massive fraud and somehow stolen.
There was no fraud.
You'll remember what the president's own attorney general, Bill Barr, said he told the president about these claims of massive fraud affecting the outcome of the election.
Right, teacher, preacher.
And I told him that the stuff that his people were shoveling out to the public was bullshit. I mean, that the claims of fraud were bullshit.
The president's lie was and is a dangerous cancer on the body politic. If you can convince Americans that they cannot trust their own elections, that any time they lose it is somehow illegitimate, then what is left but violence to determine who should govern? This brings us to the focus of today's hearing. When state elections officials refused to stop the count, Donald Trump and his campaign tried to put pressure on them. When state executive officials refused to certify him the winner of states he lost, he applied more pressure. When state legislators refused to go back into session and appoint Trump electors, he amped up the pressure yet again. Anyone who got in the way of Donald Trump's continued hold on power after he lost the election was the subject of a dangerous and escalating campaign of pressure. This pressure campaign brought angry phone calls and texts, armed protests, intimidation, and all too often, threats of violence
and tweets.
Death.
Don't forget the tweets.
State legislators were singled out. So too were statewide elections officials. Even local elections workers, diligently doing their jobs, were accused of being criminals and had their lives.
And some of the local election officials, those are volunteer jobs. Some of them are volunteers.
The president's claims of fraud.
Either way, the paid or volunteer
state and local officials
precinct
as a call to action.
You know,
Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! You're a threat to democracy! You're a threat to free and honest elections!
These people gonna be in a history book one day.
And then about 45 minutes later, we started to hear the noises outside my home, and my stomach sunk, and I thought, it's me.
I believe she's the Michigan Secretary of State.
What's gonna? I mean, the uncertainty of that was what was the fear. Like, are they coming with guns? Are they gonna attack my house? I'm in here with my kid. You know, I'm trying to put him to bed, and so it was. That was the scariest moment, just not knowing what was going to happen.
Please hit the like button, like, share, subscribe.
This pressure campaign against state and local officials spanned numerous contested states, as you will see in this video produced by the Select Committee.
My name is Josh Roselman. I'm an investigative counsel for the House Select Committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. Beginning in late November,
You look like a
2020,
baby.
the president and his lawyers started appearing before state legislators, urging them to give their electoral votes to Trump, even though he lost the popular vote.
I represent President Trump along with Jenna Ellis, and this is our fourth or fifth hearing.
This election has to be turned.
Okay, in the day 3 hearing, everybody kept saying Rudy was drunk. Rudy Giuliani was drunk. Yeah, Rudy Giuliani was on. No, I wasn't drunk. I don't know. But like the man said, this is my 5th hearing. Him and the other lady, Janet, they're defending the president in these court cases, trying to get the recount or stop the count. And it's just like, oh my God. Y'all listen to this. Trump phones into the hearings. That's why I'm like, he's just, y'all listen to this. But that dude do look like he a little baby. I thought like he look like he's 16. Maybe just turned 18.
Turned around because we won Pennsylvania by a lot, and we won all of these swing states by a lot.
This was a strategy with both practical and legal elements. The Select Committee has obtained an email from just 2 days after the election in which a Trump campaign lawyer named Cleta Mitchell asked another Trump lawyer, John Eastman, to write a memo justifying the idea.
When do you remember this coming up as an option in the post-election period for the first time?
Right after the election. It might have been before the election.
Eastman prepared a memo attempting to justify this strategy, which was circulated to the Trump White House, Rudy Giuliani's legal team, and state legislators around the country. And he appeared before the Georgia State.
I'm sorry. They talk about Hillary Clinton emails. This email is very damning. A campaign person emailed another person, said, "Oh, can you come up with an idea for us to justify this?" Like, they didn't know, like, the Constitution is the Constitution. Like, sore losers.
State legislature to advocate for it publicly.
You could also do what the Florida legislature was prepared to do, which is to adopt a slate of electors yourself. And when you add in the mix of the significant statistical anomalies and sworn affidavits and video evidence of outright election fraud, I don't think it's just your authority to do that, but quite frankly, I think you have a duty to do that, to protect the integrity of the election here in Georgia.
But Republican officials in several states released public statements recognizing that President Trump's proposal was unlawful. For instance, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp called the proposal unconstitutional, while Arizona House Speaker Rusty Bowers wrote that the
states know it's unconstitutional, but the president don't.
Legislators to go along with the scheme intensified when President Trump invited delegations from Michigan and Pennsylvania to the White House.
You were Speaker Chatfield.
I didn't know that.
Point to the president
people invited to the White House.
You were not going to do anything that violated Michigan law.
I believe we did.
Whether or not it was those exact words or not. I think
all of them states need to sue to bring them up on criminal charges.
Follow the law.
Nevertheless, the pressure continued. The next day, President Trump tweeted, quote, "Hopefully the courts and or legislatures will have the courage to do what has to be done to maintain the integrity of our elections and the United States of America itself. The world is watching." He posted multiple messages on Facebook listing the contact information for state officials and urging his support.
Oh, I just thought he was doing stuff on Twitter, but he posting the people stuff on Facebook. You know how many older people on Facebook? Like, seriously, like, he doxed those people so that his followers could go to their house. Oh my goodness. Are y'all listening to this?
Orders to contact them to, quote, "demand a vote on decertification." In one of those posts, President Trump disclosed Mike Shirkey's personal phone number to his millions of followers.
All I remember is receiving over just shy of 4,000 text messages over a short period of time, calling to take action. It was a loud noise, loud, consistent cadence of, we hear that the Trump folks are calling and asking for changes in the electors, and you guys can do this. Well, they were believing things that were untrue.
These efforts also involved targeted outreach to state legislators.
Hi, Representative. My name is Angela McCallum. I'm calling from Trump campaign headquarters. You have the power to reclaim your authority and send a slate of electors that will support President Trump and Vice President Pence.
From President Trump's lawyers
and the audacity.
And I've become friendly with legislators that I didn't know 4 weeks ago.
Another legislator, Pennsylvania.
Did I just propane? Hey, Libra brother. Hey, Black Anonymous. Are you mercy. Did y'all hear this? Them people called down there talking about, well, we calling you to change. Like, you literally are calling people to change a vote that already happened. I mean, even though what happened in 2000 with Florida was messed up, I think Jeb gave his brother the presidency. But at least they, like, you know, at least try to pretend to do some votes. He took him to court, and that was one case. You had people calling down there. Y'all know them phones is tapped. Look, who got the? Oh my goodness.
House Speaker Brian Cutler received daily voicemails from Trump's lawyers.
Daily voicemails?
November.
See, voicemails get you every time.
Mr. Speaker, this is Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis. We're calling you together because we'd like to discuss.
I didn't hear Jenna on that, but there she goes.
Hello, Mr. Speaker. This is Jenna Ellis, and I'm here with Mayor Giuliani.
Hey, Brian, this is Rudy. I really have something important to call to your attention. I think really
Cutler felt that the outreach was inappropriate and asked his lawyers to tell Rudy Giuliani to stop calling, but Giuliani continued to reach out.
He was harassing the people, Lord. They gonna get you if they don't get Trump. They're gonna get Rudy.
On December 30th, Trump ally Steve Bannon announced a protest at Cutler's home.
We're getting on the road and we're going down to Cutler. We're going to start going to offices, and if we have to, we're going to go to homes and we're going to let them know
what.
There were multiple protests. I actually don't remember the exact number.
They made that, put that man on the
National
Security Council.
Outside either my district office or my home. And you're correct, my then 15-year-old son was home by himself for the first one. All of my personal information was doxed online. It was my personal email, my personal cell phone, my home phone number. In fact, we had to disconnect our home phone for about 3 days because it would ring all hours of the night and would fill up with messages.
Brian Cutler, we're outside.
Clerks facing felony charges in Michigan. Poll watchers denied access in Pennsylvania.
These ads were another element in the effort. The Trump campaign spent millions of dollars.
That poor man and his family. Wait, they had commercials?
Overwhelming.
You know what? I think I did see one commercial. It was like to stop the steal or whatever. But he won Texas.
Pressure on state officials often grew dangerous in the lead up to January 6th.
What are we going to do? What can you and I do to the state legislature besides kill them? Although we should not do that.
Did he just say kill him?
What else should we do, right?
I agree, Black Anonymous. I agree.
The state pressure campaign and the danger it posed to state officials and to state capitals around the nation was a dangerous precursor to the violence we saw on January 6th at the U.S. Capitol. Today, you will hear from Rusty Bowers, the Republican Speaker of the Arizona House of Representatives. He will tell us about his conversations with the president, with Rudy Giuliani and John Eastman, and what the president's team asked of him and how his oath of office would not permit it. You will then hear from Brad Raffensperger, the Republican Secretary of State of Georgia, who Trump directed to, quote, find 11,780 votes that did not exist, but just
That's
the
a
exact
specific number
to overtake Joe Biden. You will also hear from Gabriel Sterling, the chief operating officer, his chief operating officer, about the spurious claims of fraud in the elections in Georgia, and who, responding to a cascading set of threats to his elections team, warned the president to stop, that someone was going to get killed. And you will hear from Wandrea Shea Moss, a former local elections worker in Fulton County, Georgia, about how all of the lies about the election impacted the lives of real people who administer our elections.
I'm gonna stop right there. I might do a part 2 to this part tomorrow, because did you hear the man say they posted his address, his phone number, his house phone? He had to take the phone off the hook. He had to like. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to save it right there, teacher preacher. Yeah. But like Rudy was calling folks. They had a script. I didn't even know about the script stuff. I'm sorry, them people who are outside, they're gonna be in a history book. You know how we see in the history book, we see like all the people who are fighting against segregation, and we see them in the history book now. This is gonna be them people. This is gonna be them. Oh goodness, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I'm gonna put this in my watch later so I can come back. This is ridiculous. Watch later. Okay. All right, next we gotta go to the next social media bad dad. Oh Lord, Mr. King Kong consciousness. What I'm most upset about him about is one of the things he said about Juneteenth. And the day before Juneteenth and Juneteenth. Okay. So, yeah, you know what? I think this could be the children of segregation parents, but I think some of those people out there are the grandchildren of them same damn parents. Their parents, somebody, oh, go to Nana and Papa's house for the summer, and then look what they learned when they were down there. Oh wait, the guy said on the wire, it's like Slim Short from lie. If it's a lie, then we fight on that lie. Dang. Wow, y'all telling me something. Okay, y'all. This video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, which allows for fair use for purposes of criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay, this is my commentary and reaction to another real bad dad of social media, Umar Johnson, which I'm just trying to figure out. This is the second year in a row where Juneteenth falls on Father's Day weekend, and you ain't saying nothing about Father's Day. Not going to see your parents, not getting no gifts. Not even talking about your own father or any of the spiritual father you may have in your life. It's very telling. Very telling. Okay, let's get started, y'all. Please hit the like button. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave the community wall. Please share it there. Please, please, please. Help me with the algorithm.
Brother Dennis and company, my security team.
Oh, Lord. Why does he?
Peace and passion.
Why does he have a security team, y'all? Why?
So brothers and sisters, we must reflect on 157 years of Juneteenth. Now, let me clarify for you. Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865, when General Gordon Granger read Special Order Number 3, emancipating all Africans in Texas held in bondage. I need you to understand, this was not when our ancestors learned that slavery was over. This was not when our ancestors learned that the Emancipation Proclamation.
Okay, so he's partly correct, he's partly incorrect. This is when Texas slaves found out that they were emancipated. General Gordon Granger landed in Galveston. He read or had someone read it there. Then they marched to Houston and they read it here too. Okay, so the learning of all the slaves, not just those in the Confederacy, but also in the 4 border slave states, they were finding out that they were free through the 13th Amendment, which, okay, so he's partly correct. Let's keep going.
Had already been issued more than 2 years ago. That's not correct. Juneteenth was not a notification day. Juneteenth was not a information day.
For Texas slaves, yes.
Juneteenth, as it was called, was Emancipation Day because Black troops showed up to emancipate their brethren who were still enslaved. I need y'all to understand this. Black men showed up in Texas ready for war. They showed up in Texas ready for war. That's why it was called Emancipation Day. It wasn't called Juneteenth.
Okay, so let me explain some things. Okay. Now I'm gonna say I am biased. I'm a native Texan. I took Texas history. I'm a Black Texan, and my family has always celebrated Juneteenth. Okay? All right. Now, when he said this, the history teacher that I am, I said, you know what? I know about General Gordon Granger, but I ain't never heard about no Black troops. So I said, let me go do some Googling. I went to, different sources. And then I need to find that article so I can put it in the chat. This article said, yes, there were Black troops that landed or were there when General Gordon Granger was there. However, what Dr. Umar Johnson, the principal of African, he's embellishing something. Okay, so General Lee surrendered to General Grant in May of 1865 at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia. Texas is a farther state, so it takes farther to get to the news. The very last battle of the Civil War actually happened at Palmetto Ranch, June the 13th. The Confederates actually won, but their prisoners of war told them, like, hey, yeah, y'all won this war, but the war is actually, y'all won this battle, but the war is actually over with. Okay? Because there was still, remember, the Confederacy was sending its cotton overland to Mexico. Also, and this is probably a thing for another discussion, there were actually Mexican Texans on both sides of the Civil War. There were those who were Confederates, and there were those who were Union soldiers. Okay? Also, at the same time, Mexico is having its own issues too, because guess what? They owe money to some Europeans, and the Europeans have shown up. Okay? And they want their money. So Lincoln is sending a contingent group of Black troops who are most likely headed by white officers, put them on a boat and having them go to, I believe they were going to go to the Rio Grande, Matamoros, Laredo. Because one, you don't want, also you think about Monroe Doctrine. We've always said in the Monroe Doctrine, we will protect or come to the defense of any country in the Western Hemisphere if they're affected by someone from Europe. Okay. Also, we know that there were still Confederates there as well, right? So before they got to Mexico, those Black troops landed in Galveston. So Granger is already headed there. He's there, right? Because he's there to basically, because the war is over. He got to let Texas know, like, hey, y'all, the war is over. Your slaves are free. And so at the same time, the groups of Black soldiers are landing on the boat on the way to somewhere else. So when Umar is like, oh, this was Emancipation Day. Yeah, to be honest, in Houston, the park where it was read and later on was purchased by the freedmen, it's called Emancipation Park. They call it Emancipation Park. It's been called Emancipation Park for 157 years. Okay? But the nickname is Juneteenth, short for June 19th. Right? So he over here talking about, oh, this was Emancipation Day. These Black men came here to fight. The war was over with. They weren't there to fight nobody. They really was there to keep order. Okay? If the fight comes out, yeah, but their primary objection was not to come to Texas specifically to fight some former slave owners. They were on the way somewhere else. I'm gonna talk about that next, Royal Blue. But this is him talking about Juneteenth and getting some of the history wrong, and it makes me irate as a native Texan and as a history teacher, because I feel like he embellishes and he gets things misconstrued because he has an objective that he's trying to put forth, and then at the end of that, he asks you for money, and it irritates me.
It was emancipate. They came to emancipate their brothers and sisters through force of arms.
Everybody had a gun in the army.
That was a get down or lay down. We are here, and we ain't leaving till every African is free. That's what June 19th was about, brothers and sisters. So let us reflect on 157 years since we were all free, right? 157 years since we were all free. Now, technically, we were not legally free. We were temporarily free. We didn't get legally free until the 13th Amendment. That didn't come until...
Okay, maybe your ancestors didn't get legally free to the 13th Amendment, but mine was free 170 years ago because I'm a Texan.
We didn't get legally free until the 13th Amendment. That didn't come until December.
Be
careful about the 40 acres and a mule.
Free. Yes, 13th
Be
Amendment.
careful about the 40 acres and a mule. That was a military wartime provision.
This part he's actually correct
about. That a general
about.
issued for those enslaved Africans that were under his command. That was never a federal executive order. There was no federal executive order or congressional bill for 40
It was a military general.
Okay, that never
and they were later got rescinded by the new president.
That's why we
Andrew
have
Johnson.
to know our history.
Look at what you talking about, know our history.
Update on the FDMG festival.
What the hell does that have to do with
Update
Juneteenth?
on FDMG versus Wilmington DE. Update on FDMG versus Wilmington DE.
These people ain't doing nothing. You for the sue them? You for the sue them?
We were informed that the Director of Cultural Affairs for the Office of the Mayor received a mystery application to hold a festival
Royal Butero.
On the street in front of the FDMG campus.
The street is a public.
And for those of you who were
public
at the
street,
campus last year for our historic festival, you know that we own the entire block.
You own the block, but not the street.
We own the entire block. Facebook, I think Mark Zuckerberg.
Right, Sheriff. What the HVAC?
Let me try Facebook again. But we were informed that they received a mystery application on April the 30th. Early afternoon, April the 30th. They received a mystery application to hold a block party on the street in front of FDMG on Saturday, April the 30th.
Okay, if you go back to my video where I talk about how he lost that date, according to the instructions, you have to submit the application via online at least 30 days or more before the event. Someone just beat him to it by a few days. He should have did that application back in January. He wouldn't even be having this problem. And shout out to Dr. J. Kelly. I love Dr. K because he's the reason why. Because his organization is the one that put in the application. And he said so in KKC chat. Shout out to Dr. J. Kelly. But I don't like the way he's talking about these women who are doing their job. They don't know him. You didn't establish a relationship with nobody in that city. And now you want to say, oh, it's us against them. No. You didn't pour a plan on your part. Okay? And guess what? On the application online, there's a part where it says rain dates and rain times. So look at you. Hey, Mr. Dr. J. Kelly. I had some Umar Johnson supporter trying to pretend that they ain't an Umar Johnson supporter on my last video talking about, well, who is it? And I said, well, Dr. J. Kelly said it was him in KKC's video. Oh, I don't watch those bashing Umar channels. I said, oh, bashing Umar channels? I thought you said you weren't a supporter. So I'm not a supporter. I just don't think you should create a whole channel bashing a man. I said, you know what? You sound just like an Umar Johnson supporter. But on the application, it has rain date. All he had to do when he submitted was have a rain date. He kept saying, oh, it's going to be September 10th this year, not September 11th, because September 11th is going to be a Sunday. Why are you having it on that weekend? It's not illegal, but I just feel like it's insensitive with the timing. You know what I'm saying? With what we all know what happened on 9/11. Like, why are you having a celebration on that event, on that day? That's just me. Okay? So, but let's keep going.
For Saturday, September the 10th, I sent an email to Miss Tiffany Christopher on Tuesday, May the 2nd or 3rd, at around in the morning time. So in essence, I'm being told that somebody could read my mind. Somebody has some sort of telepathy powers. They were able to read my mind, and they knew that I was sending an email to Miss Tiffany Christopher on May the 3rd, informing her that we were going to hold our festival on September 10th.
Right,
because they could read
Adriana.
my mind, and they had these special telepathy powers.
What are you talking about, telepathy powers? Somebody come get
Sent in
him.
an application 63 hours before my email notification. Because they can read my mind and somehow knew I was going to send Miss Tiffany Christopher an email on May the 3rd, informing her that we will hold our festival on September 10th.
Why didn't you say
Somebody
April
was
the
able to read
3rd,
my mind,
March
and
the
so
3rd,
they sent
February
in an
3rd,
application
January 3rd,
63
no,
hours
the day after
before
you
me.
had the festival.
No disrespect to either one of those sisters.
Don't say no disrespect and then
No
be disrespectful.
disrespect to either one of those
He
sisters
finna be
who I
disrespectful,
believe are
y'all.
deliberately trying to sabotage the festival.
Ain't nobody know about you.
I believe that they deliberately tried to sabotage
Ain't
the
nobody
festival last year as well.
well,
Okay.
them women ain't
We got our
deliberately
festival permit last year until like a day before the fest. I do believe that this is deliberate attempt to sabotage the festival, but I do not believe for 1 minute. I do not believe for 1 minute that it was such a coincidence that the last festival was September. You've had October, November, December.
You
January,
had it
February,
too, fool.
March, April. You waited 7 months to fill
And he
out an
said
application
months.
to hold a
Months.
festival in front of my school, and you filled out your application
Thank you,
63
Yvette.
hours
Say it again, Yvette.
before
How
I
you go
served
from
notice.
Juneteenth
that we
giving
would be having
history
a
to
festival on September
FNDMG
10th.
and being
I
mad
don't
at
believe it.
people?
I don't believe
How you
it.
be mad at somebody?
I don't believe it. Nobody's going to convince me that somebody coincidentally beat us by 2 days and a half. Nobody's going to convince me that somebody coincidentally beat us by
Dr. J.
2.5
Kelly, was it
days
2 days or was it a month or
to
something?
the date. And even if they beat us to the date, that's our property. That's our
It's a
campus.
public
How can you let
street.
somebody
I'm
set
sorry, I'm
up
yelling, y'all.
in front
It's
of
a
a school?
public street.
So you're
You
telling
don't
me when
own
the
the
school is
street.
up and running and we have children on the campus and we come outside to do an activity with our students, we can be met
don't
by
have no
strangers
students.
telling us they have a permit to hold
It's
an
a
event?
trap
Are
house
you telling me
festival.
when the school is operating and we come outside to do event with our young men
Anybody
and
don't
later
know
our
you?
young women,
Ain't nobody
we
come
can
to
be
see you,
met by
Otis.
strangers who tell us we have a permit to hold an event in front of your school?
You
That
should
is
have put that
ridiculous.
date in the day after the
That is
event. It
ridiculous.
is your fault.
That is
Poor
ridiculous.
planning on your part.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, someone else
Is
gotta
there
be
any precedent
faster
for
and get
people holding
whatever you
block
want
parties
done.
on other people's blocks where they don't live or operate? Why can't this mystery organization be forced to hold their event at a public park? You are an investor. Tell them I am one of several investors in the
don't you
FNG
do
economy, and we do not appreciate the
no.
discrimination, the blatant.
Did he just tell? Is he doing wasn't a Trump move. Told some people to call somebody at their job. Because isn't that what Trump did? Had them people call down there to them government officials' job, harassing their ass, and talking about y'all need to change the votes. Now he want to get his people to, I wanted the investors, and you need to change the date. They don't know you from Adam or Eve, from Joe Blow on the block, sir. You ain't going to no school board meeting. You ain't going to no mayor's meeting. You ain't show up no damn where so that you can get your date done. But now you want to tell, I'm one of several investors. Who else is investing? I do believe the late, great Luther Vandross sung in the song, a house ain't a home if no one's there. And as much as I feel about it, a school ain't a school unless some children are there. Oh my goodness.
Discrimination, unprofessionalism, and disrespect that is being shown to our school. We are planning to hold a festival on September 10th, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Please clear up the date to prevent any issues on that day. Please clear up the date to prevent any issues on that day, because we do plan to show up and show out on September 10th. We do plan to show up and show out on September 10th. We will be in Wilmington, Delaware at our school on September 10th. Tell them to clear the date. Dr. Umar is not in Wilmington to get involved in your city or your politics.
What?
He is here to operate a school for the children.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Did he just admit to something we all been saying? That we all been saying? He finally admitted he ain't been doing nothing. He said, I'm not here to get into your politics or your local school affair. Let's go back to that. Make sure we got this on the public record.
We will be in Wilmington, Delaware at our school on September 10th.
Who is our school?
Tell them to clear the date. Dr. Umar is not in Wilmington to get involved in your city or your politics. He is here to operate a school for the children.
Damn, he finally told the truth. Well, halfway told the truth. Yeah, but he didn't want to, and that comes with accountability. And he would actually have to do something. Because he actually would criticize people who had online schools. Correct, Black Anonymous. But here you say, I am not here in Wilmington to get involved in your city or your politics. Well, guess what? That's why you in the predicament you in right now. I'm here to run a school for Black children. You got 2 trap house bandos and no students. And you bought them buildings 3 years ago. Thank you. How are you going to connect with the youth and their parents? Okay, and their parents, if you don't get involved in the city or in the politics, or at least let the people know who have power, like, hey, I'm over here trying to build a school. Oh my Lord. And why you pick the same state that the president is from? Like, okay. Umar probably on his radar anyway, but I'm just like saying, like, damn.
But I'm trusting in the mayor. I think he realizes that this is ridiculous. I think the mayor of Wilmington knows that this is absolutely ridiculous.
You call the mayor?
To let somebody pull up in front of his school, hold a festival, don't even tell them who it is, and then claim that they sent their application in 2.5 days. before he
The man got a lot
notified
of things they gotta
It
do.
just so happens they sent their application in on the Saturday prior to the Tuesday. Brothers and sisters, hit the Cash App for FDMG.
Oh, there he go with that. He go
Hit
with
the
that.
Cash App for
Yes.
FDMG, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App for FDMG, $ FDMG School.
I think he's talking more about
Cash App
FDMG
for
than he did about
$
Juneteenth in this video.
FDMG
It's
School.
15
Hit the
minutes.
PayPal, International Africans, PayPal.me/FDMG
The international,
Academy.
I think that some of these people are not real invested. I think
PayPal.me/FDMG.
some of these people are fans. They find him
Yes,
amusing. and they're sending him money.
PayPal.me/FDMG Academy, PayPal.me/FDMG Academy, or Cash.me/FDMG School, Cash.me/FDMG
And the cease and
School.
desist said he's not supposed to even
Hit the Cash App for the
he's not supposed to be collecting money for the
documentary
school.
of the millennium.
I hope
Hit the
he's not
Cash
in
App.
Delaware.
Documentary
Is he in
Cash
Delaware
Apps
in
for
this
the
video or
$
he in
Dr. Umar
Philly?
Johnson. Make sure you put Johnson. $ Dr. Umar, it's a fraudulent account. $ Dr. Umar Johnson for the shock
Oh,
documentary.
somebody took his money.
PayPal.me/Umar the psychologist for the shock documentary. 215-989-9858. Send your Zelle donations.
Oh, now he on
Send
Zelle.
your
I think he gonna do
donations.
Venmo next.
215-989-9858.
Who told him about
Send your
Zelle?
Zelle donations. 215-989-9858. Zelle donations for the shock documentary. We must
I'm surprised he ain't got
resist
Google Pay and Apple Pay. You know what? Let me be
oppression
quiet.
and racism. 157 years later, our ancestors are not happy with us.
They're not happy with you.
157 years later, our ancestors
They're not happy
are
with
not
you.
happy with us.
And then y'all ancestors talking about you?
My birthday gifts.
Oh Lord. No, he didn't.
Ladies,
No, he did. Oh.
you can start sending your birthday gifts to
Oh,
King Kong
hell no. See. Y'all mans is a scrub, okay? Oh my Lord. Okay, so he went from Juneteenth to FDMG, then back to Juneteenth. Now he's talking about he wants some gifts. You don't deserve shit. Come on, ladies. Y'all better not send him shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. He don't deserve shit. Not a goddamn thing. You ain't say no black boys. You ain't set up no school. You over there begging every time it's Father's Day weekend and Juneteenth. You ain't saying nothing about going to see your daughters, spending time with them, or going to see your own father or anything like that. You ain't saying you put no big brother, big sister, whatever program. You ain't having no event for fatherless kids who ain't got shit to do but be mad and upset. Have them have something to go do. But no, you asking for gifts. You sound like that goddamn nature boy when he was in a store with them freaking wives of his talking about the black man is God. Look at them. They buying a king some clothes. That's what you sound like now. Right. Well, Black Anonymous, he said he has one wife already. He didn't need another one, but I don't believe him. Talking about, and then you know what? What's gonna happen because of that? Someone gonna do the same thing they did to him last year. Remember they did to him last year? Someone sent him some underwear. Someone sent him a milk chocolate penis. Someone sent him some poop. You're gonna get that again. Because you always trying to get a gift. So you don't deserve a gift. And notice he's saying the ladies. You don't deserve nothing. Nothing.
July 20. 22nd Leo season begins. I will accept birthday gifts beginning July 22nd.
It's
I will
23rd.
be spending my birthday
Or
at
is it
Nat Turner
22nd?
Land, where I've spent it every August the 21st. But I wasn't there last year because I was with Jacob Blake's father in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Last August the 21st.
Who invited him up there?
I was with Jacob Blake's family in Kenosha,
Seriously,
Wisconsin.
who invited him up there?
And then I drove on down with my security team from Gary,
What
Indiana,
security
Brother
team?
Dennis and Company. And then we drove down
Oh,
to
when he
Gary,
was in front of the
Indiana, Brother
Jackson's
Dennis
house?
and Company, my
Oh,
security
that's it.
team.
What security team?
Excuse me, we drove down to Milwaukee, Wisconsin with my security team from Gary, Indiana. We drove down to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I gave a birthday lecture in Milwaukee. Shout out to my Milwaukee, Wisconsin Africa.
Okay, see, okay, I'm gonna say this too. Why are you not spending your birthday with your damn family? Why are you not spending Juneteenth with your damn family? Why are you not spending Father's Day with your damn family? I know y'all don't like me to curse and stuff, and I know people be looking at me, but nigga, you lonely. You alone. Where that mama you whose closet you be in? She don't. You don't think she want to see you on your birthday? He probably is the crazy brother, the crazy cousin, black sheep of the family. But come on, think about this. It's a holiday. It's Juneteenth. It's Father's Day weekend. It's your birthday. You not with your family? But you asking, this is the thing. You know you're not going to get no present from nobody else. You asking complete strangers to send in your birthday gifts. What?
Shout out to my Milwaukee, Wisconsin Africans. Shout out to my Milwaukee, Wisconsin Africans. And I want you to join me as we honor Nat Turner, brothers and sisters.
Here he go.
The greatest black revolutionary to ever walk on American soil. Jean-Jacques Dessalines.
Who is Jean-Jacques Dessalines?
To ever walk on Haitian soil. And that's why we have the Dessalines Turner.
Who is that?
And that's why we have the Dessalines Turner Gymnasium. And that's why
y'all hit the like button, y'all. It's 14.
Turner
y'all in the chat. I should have 14 likes.
Today in Charlotte, I'm going to say what the ancestors put on my heart.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going to talk to the parents about the psychoacademic Holocaust.
Oh no, no,
no. Ancestors, I'm going to be outside in the sun. I'm going to be under the sun right before Leo season.
Boy, dude, we don't give a care.
I'm fasting, so I'm a little weak. So ladies, I'm
you fasting
to get some energy. My queens of Carolina, I need you to give me a hug because I need some of your divine ashe.
This is some This right here. This that bullshit I'm talking about. Why do you are not a celebrity? But then again, he said he was a celebrity another time. You supposed to be the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the most requested scholar, right? You got 2 books out there. You giving lectures and speeches. Why the hell do you need a fucking hug for? It's still cold out there. Hell, we got the monkeypox now. You talking about I need a hug? What kind of mess? What kind of man? And I'm sorry. I need y'all women to stop doing that shit. You making the rest of us look bad. You over there hugging the scrub. A 6th degree, no job having, deadbeat dad having scrub. And you look foolish. And some of y'all look like your age. I was looking at this woman and hugging him, and I said, God damn, is she my age? Ain't no damn way. Right. I'm sorry, my. That don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense to y'all. Y'all stop sending him gifts. Y'all stop taking pictures with it. What you doing that for? Are y'all taking them pictures back to y'all community and showing people like, oh, I had a picture with Umar? No. The only person I had no problem with taking a picture with Umar, and that was Aten Tony, because as far as I'm concerned, she went undercover to one of his lectures to see what the hell he was talking about. But the rest of y'all out there, I think y'all enjoying this. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Y'all need to understand something. If Umar was a guy in your building who was always telling you he was going to build a school but didn't have a school, who talked about his daughters but you never seen him with your daughter, who talked about he had all these degrees with no real job, y'all wouldn't even talk to him. Y'all wouldn't even talk to him. Would you? Fix it, Jesus, help us, Mama Oya.
This is consciousness. This is not cooking.
Then why you asking for hugs?
This is politics.
Why you asking for hugs?
But
Why
I
you
need my
asking them
Queens
so you
of Carolina
get?
to give me some energy.
No, you
while
trying
I'm
to cut your
fasting
feel
so I
on.
can deliver the message. So I can deliver the message. Speak of Nat Turner weekend in Virginia. Speaking of Nat Turner weekend in Virginia, who got the finest women, North Carolina or South Carolina?
Oh Lord, who
got the finest women, North Carolina or South Carolina? Who got the finest women, North Carolina? I'm just kidding. Let's refocus. I'm just kidding. Let's refocus. They both got fine women. All black sisters are fine. All black sisters are fine. The documentary is about the war against black boys, psychoacademic Holocaust. The documentary is about the war against black boys. If you have a testimonial, if you have a story about what the public,
y'all better not.
Private,
some of y'all gonna do what y'all want to do, but if I could just help one person, somebody, one person,
what the public
each
school
one
did to
teach
your
one.
child. I don't care if they were beat up by the police, suspended unnecessarily, put on ADHD meds, misdiagnosed as retarded, misdiagnosed as autistic, misdiagnosed as intellectually disabled, misdiagnosed
that book
as
is bad,
disturbed,
and now he's gonna have y'all in a
misdiagnosed as reading
freaking shock
disabled,
community.
thrown in juvenile hall, expelled from the school, called the N-word, punched by a teacher. If you have a story,
yeah, and some of y'all always want to talk about the country stripper. Oh, this is who we hang out with. But then guess what? She took a picture with him too.
Scared.
So I mean, the rest of you
who said they would be interviewed for the documentary, they backing out now. A lot of parents who said they wanted to be interviewed for the documentary, they backing out now. A lot of teachers, a lot of principals, a lot of judges, a lot of attorneys.
Oh, it cut out. Okay. See, fix it, Jesus. Okay, we need to go to fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Okay, so we're going to go to what happened to him on fix it, Jesus. Help us, Mama. This makes me so angry. It really does. It makes it, it's like, dude, do y'all not see it? Or do y'all not care? Oh, my Lord. Help us. Help us to hold out until my change comes. All right. This live is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, which allows for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So the previous video, I guess it was Saturday or Friday. No, I think it was Saturday, 2 days ago. So this video was yesterday on Juneteenth and Father's Day. But like I said earlier, isn't he a father to girls? Don't he have a father? But you was at, is it Benedict College? All right, and I'm gonna say this. Who down there invited him? Y'all couldn't find nobody else. Dr. Eric Michael Dyson was not available. Y'all couldn't find an old school preacher or nothing like that. There was nobody at y'all college who came with that y'all like. Y'all could have came down there. Nobody. Nobody on short notice. No, okay. Y'all couldn't find nobody else. In the UK, our young people would call him a waste man. Yeah, waste man. Okay. So at this Juneteenth celebration in South Carolina, this is Dr. Umar Johnson's rental car. So I guess this is the event. I think he said it was going to be outside, right? It's going to be outside. So this looks like a park somewhere near Benedict. Is it Benedict or Bennett College? And I think it's an HBCU. And I think the Black Gun Club is here too. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started, y'all.
$50. It's worth every penny. Can I put my suitcase back together? Is that all right? Or you not done searching?
Blue flip flop out like that. Did they think he had weed or something? Drugs? Excessive guns? What they doing? But they stopping everybody. They stopping just him. Which one of y'all called in on him? Who called down to South Carolina and told him he was coming? Oh, that's the spare. Be hiding still place somewhere. Oh, is that? Oh, it's another one. Okay. You know what? Oh, wait a minute. They got the tactical stuff on. That's what someone said, that he shouldn't have asked for one. But watch how he gonna turn this around and try to use it to his advantage.
Once you're done, I'll clean it up, boss. Done.
Did y'all hear what he just said? He said, once you're done, I'll clean it up, boss. Y'all hear that from the most requested scholar? Once you're done, I'll clean it up, boss. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that movie called Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Remember they were on that prison camp, and they would say "boss." That's what it reminds me of. Probably making sure your security team are licensed gunner and not Pokey and Ray Ray. Right. And that's what some people even said in the comments, like he shouldn't even submit it to a search. Royal Blue Tail said he sound like Django in the sunken way. Come on, I'll get that, boss. What the hell? Why is that blue Nike flip flop out like that? That's really disturbing me. It looks like they're searching everyone who came to that event. So you know, if the Black Gun Club is in the area, you know.
What up, sis?
But if they all have their permits, that should be fine.
Pretty good. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm fasting, but I had some fruit. Yeah, some fruit.
He fasted, but he had some fruit.
Oh man, I ain't never went through this before right here, boy. The Carolinas is something new.
Dude, you in the South. What you expect?
Woo. It's the banner for the table. All right. We good to go, or? All right. Y'all want to hop in with us, Queen, or we want to wait till the general done? Or? Okay, you know what? See, we might want to wait. Okay. You know what? Let me get my other cell.
So what do I need to do? Do I need to wait? Stay put right here? Okay.
Let me get. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism.
Here come the Black Power talk.
Brother King Kong Consciousness, Dr. Umar Tunde. We live and direct, HBCU Benedict College, Juneteenth. We're pulling up. Damn near strip search.
Ain't nobody.
I don't know if this is FBI, CIA.
Did he just say strip search? Ain't nobody strip your clothes off. You still. I don't know if this is. Shouldn't they have their stuff on their uniform and on the car that they with? He don't know if this is FBI, CIA. You ain't that important. You are not that important. Yeah, he's always smaller in the winter, and he's always bigger in the summer.
AA Homeland Security. I'm here with my good brothers and sisters from the Fred Hampton Gun Club.
Yeah, that's the Fred.
Drove down to provide support and security for your brother,
Fred
Dr.
Hampton's.
Umar. They did an excellent job holding me down yesterday in Charlotte. And now we are in Columbia, South Carolina on the 157th Juneteenth Emancipation Day, and I'm disgusted by the way we're being treated. I hope all y'all paying attention to this.
Hold on. Did he just say, I'm disgusted by the way we've been treated? But you ain't saying that to that cop when he's searching your shit. Talking about, I can clean up, boss. You sure said a whole lot when the cops is behind you way over there. That's some boo.
I hope all y'all paying attention to this. We supposed to be celebrating freedom, but yet we being accosted by the police. We supposed to be celebrating freedom, and now we're being accosted by the police. They say that they spelled marijuana in one of the comrades' cars, one of the brothers, one of the allies brothers in arms.
So that's
talking about
probable
they smell
cause.
marijuana. They searched me, opened up my suitcase, all my bags, sniffing my drawers, my socks.
Ain't nobody with a sniff in your drug. Did y'all see a dog? Did y'all see a drug sniffing dog over there next to that blue Nike flip flop? Did y'all see a sniffing dog over there with that blue Nike flip flop? Now, I'm going to say this. I really don't like the fact that there is police there searching them at a black event. But hell, it has been mass shootings, okay? Hopefully everybody had their permit if they're in the Fred Hampton Gun Club, okay? But like the mass shootings gone, the white boys is coming to the black neighborhood shooting up places. But you talking about they accosted us. Ain't nobody getting arrested. Ain't nobody got hit with a stick. But you talking about we got accosted. Right, Andrea, can I straighten up, Master Boss? Do I have permission yet, Master? Lord. Look at Sheriff. Right.
And it's just crazy right now. It's just crazy right now.
Dang. They over there. You okay.
More police. Here come more police.
I hear music.
I thought we supposed to be free.
I thought, is this the
That's what
colleges
they teach
security?
our kids in public school.
You
I
know,
thought we supposed to be free.
Police.
That's what the Democratic Party
state, local, and federal.
Congressional Caucus told us. I thought we supposed to be free.
We
That's
are
what the
free,
Black
fool.
Church told us. I'm showing up to keynote Juneteenth, and look how I'm being treated. I'm showing up to keynote Juneteenth in South Carolina, one of the largest import destinations for our ancestors into this country. And look how we being treated on Juneteenth, on our day, brothers and sisters.
Okay. All right. Is he trying to be offended? Come on, how could this? And then you hear what he said. He didn't say, how could this happen to all the people who are here? He said, look at what happened to me. Then he mentions everybody else. They didn't do that just because you coming, fool. If they had another speaker, they probably gonna have the same stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, it do look weird. It do look like, okay, we having a black event and we got all these damn cops here. But I don't know. Y'all know that sometimes we have events and some of our cousins don't act right. I'm just gonna say it. Then again, it could have been a Karen that called it in. So when I see a whole bunch of black folks with guns, y'all need to come on down here. It could have been a Karen, right? But like, if you were, come on now, right? Yeah, right. Like he was. Oh my goodness. Let's get through this.
On our day, brothers and sisters, the keynote speaker. Look at how we being treated, brothers and sisters. Still not free. 157 years later. Who told them we were coming? Who told them we were coming? Who told them we were coming, brothers and sisters? The surveillance state. The surveillance state is here, brothers and sisters. The surveillance state is here. Who told them I was coming? How they knew we was pulling up right now?
Did he just say who told them that I was coming? Sir, who the hell are you? Like you said, Malcolm X and Khalid Muhammad, you are not. Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, you are not. Right, Black Anonymous, you told him. You told like, oh, I'm gonna be over here, June. And then I think what 2-3 weeks ago, he was asking people to invite him to their Juneteenth event, which I kept saying, like, man, your Juneteenth event is actually on Juneteenth is actually on Father's Day this year. Shouldn't you be with your family? But no, you ain't had nowhere to go. You gonna be lonely. You gonna be alone. By yourself.
COINTELPRO is for real. This is what you go through when you're a real activist for the people.
Oh, hell no, he didn't say he a real fucking activist. No, you're not, sir. You are Umar Johnson, Prince of Pan-Africanism, the so-called most requested scholar in the world. You bring all these people to black consciousness. You said you was a celebrity. You got 6 degrees, no job, always asking for cash apps. You bought a building, some buildings 3 years ago. You ain't got no school, even you know you calling it a school. And now you trying to tell us this is how they treat activists. You are not an activist. I got friends who are real activists. Okay? Even though some people don't like Al Sharpton. Actually, Al Sharpton is an activist. Okay? John Lewis, may he rest in peace, was an activist before he became a congressman. Those are activists. Local Black Matters organizations are activists. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle in Maryland is an activist. Okay? Community organizers are an activist. You said in your other video, hey, I am not here in Delaware to get involved with the city or the politics. Guess what activists do? They get involved with the city and they get involved with the politics. Thank you. It's 45 million Black people according to the last census. Everybody don't know you. Well, I don't know how much his honorarium is. Somebody who told him that I was down here. This is what happens to an activist, y'all. You ain't no damn activist. Yeah, you got invited to Jacob Blake's event. I don't know who up there invited you last year in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Someone invited him to, I think it was Breonna Taylor's, was it last year or 2 years ago? And before he did that, he was always downing these protests and these marches and stuff. And then lo and behold, the last 2 years, he's in one. So you an activist now? Oh my goodness. Yes, he's still claiming he is. And before he was claiming it through his father, but his father took the DNA test, but now he starts claiming it through his mother. He ain't slick. Those people don't know him.
It's what you go through when you're a real freedom fighter for the people.
You ain't no real freedom fighter.
This is what you
You
go
for
through when you're a
yourself.
real freedom fighter.
You're going to use this incident for yourself too.
Armchair revolutionaries, Facebook revolutionaries, YouTube revolutionaries, TikTok revolutionaries, Twitter revolutionaries. We do real work. This is what you go through.
Hold on.
What you go through when you're a real activist for the people. This is what you go through when you're a real freedom fighter for the people. This is what you go through when you're a real freedom fighter for the people. Peace, King. Armchair revolutionaries, Facebook revolutionaries,
You a Facebook and Instagram revolutionary.
Twitter revolutionaries.
Ain't you on Twitter too?
We do real work. This is what you go through when you do real work.
Real work? This is
real saving the children, real protecting the community.
Oh no, Where your gun at?
Saving the children like Dr. Umar, protecting the community like the Fred Hampton Gun Club.
How you protecting them?
Shout
They
out
got
to
the
the new
gun.
Black Panther Party also. They also hold the brother down often.
Who down there?
On
Who we
Juneteenth,
gotta call?
the point that I'm making is Juneteenth.
He on
They trying to
pass up
steal my
too?
joy today, brothers and sisters. They trying to steal my joy. I just wanted to get some sun and talk to the people. They trying to.
Oh, no, he did not say that they trying to steal his joy. A freedom fighter would have spoke up in the moment, not on the side. Thank you, Andriana Thornton. Thank you, sis. There you go. You want to say, I could clean it up for you, boss. I could clean it up for you, boss. I just wanted to get some sun.
Still my joy.
Still my joy.
I just wanted to get some sun. This is the day our ancestors
Oh, look,
made.
it's all about you now.
This
Now
is
you
the
gotta
day our
remember it's all about the
ancestors made when
ancestors.
black troops from all over America showed up in Texas. I said this is the 157th anniversary of when black troops from all over America showed up in Texas to force the white.
Did I not tell y'all in the other video that it was not all the black troops shut up in the Texas to liberate our ancestors? They were going to Mexico and stopped off in Galveston. Okay, and let's just say for a minute, they were part of General Gordon's original unit to march into Texas. How likely were they actually to get into a battle after the war happened? I'm just saying. He should have said his suitcase had the wrong. Right. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you, Yvette. Smart woman. All you do is beg for speaking engagements, so they'll either pay your flight, your car, and your hotel. Because your mama probably said, you know what? I need you to get out the house this weekend, or I'm going out of town. You can't stay here when I'm gone. I don't trust you. And he had to go get gone somewhere. But you were sad and didn't want to be at your mama's house because you know you wasn't going to get no gifts for Father's Day, and you didn't want to go to your father's house and give him no gift for Father's Day. So what? You got a speaking engagement for Juneteenth. Look at that. Look at that. That's what you did.
White slave masters to liberate our brothers and sisters. That's what Juneteenth is. It ain't about no Abraham Lincoln. It ain't about no General Gordon Granger reading Special Order Number 3. Black soldiers was in Texas since 1863 as part of the Texas Campaign, brothers and sisters. My two ancestors was there. My 3 times great-grandfather and my 4 times great-grandfather was with the 19th and 9th Regiment U.S. Colored Troops.
What? Oh, wait a minute. Let me write this down. Let me write this down now. Let me write this down. I'm going to take notes on this. He said, he didn't say that the day before yesterday. Okay. So he said his third great-grandfather, 3rd and 4th great-grandfather. I'm going to do some research with the... Hold on, I'm gonna go back because you're not finna pass me on this now. Not this history teacher. We not gonna.
My 2 ancestors was there. My 3 times great-grandfather and my 4 times great-grandfather was with the 19th and 9th Regiment.
19th and 9th Regiment. Colored, what do you call them? Black troops. They call them colored troops back then. That came to Texas. And he didn't even say what their names was. Juneteenth, 1865. Okay. You're not for to pass me by this. I make a note to myself. You're not for to pass me up on here talking about you got a. You didn't say that the day before.
Part of the Texas campaign, brothers and sisters. My two ancestors was there. My 3 times great-grandfather and my 4 times great-grandfather was with the 19th and 9th Regiment U.S. Colored Troops. They came into Texas. They occupied the cities and they forced the slave masters. They forced the slave masters to let our ancestors go free, brothers and sisters. And this is what I got to deal with on the date I'm honoring.
A lot of those slave masters who were there, they were told they had to free their slaves, but some of them still wanted the cotton pick before they left. So, plus Texas is very big. They only got to Galveston and Houston, and then you had to get the rest of the states. So it took a while still for the message to get out. Yeah, that's the narrative that he says. But this is the thing, Royal Blue Tarot. He didn't even put in a bid. I gotta find a video. He didn't even put in a bid for the college. Someone called the company and they found out, they're like, did so-and-so put in the bid? And they're like, no. So I think it was a Lennon owner who said that. I forget whose video was that. It might have been Make a Change. Okay, thanks for reminding me, Sheriff.
My ancestors and honoring Black freedom, remembering those who went through the greatest human tragedy and casualty in the history of mankind. This is what I go through. And they got Black police doing it to us. They got Black police doing it to us. They got Black police doing it.
So now you're trying to say the Black police, they're part of this conspiracy against you, and they over here. So are you trying to say that? Oh, I'm sorry, Black Anonymous is with you. Thank you. It's on your channel. I interviewed the realtor. Okay, thank you for correcting me. Is it on your channel or is it on your blog? But yeah, it's they got the Black police doing it to us. We trying to say you already said they console pro. Lord. Okay. Can you Black and Brown, can you go get the link and put it in the chat, please?
Doing it to us. This might have been a tree they hung Nat Turner on. Nat Turner, Virginia. This might have been a tree they hung Denmark Vesey.
Oh no, he did not. See, this is the one thing I hate. He always taking something for history to make it like. Hey, LMSYT present. I totally understand that, but I think with Umar, he always makes it seems like, oh, this is how they always treat us because they're treating me like this in this instant. And it's like, he is so important. And it's just like, dude, is it really all this, what it said that you're doing? Are you, yeah, he's created a forced narrative. And then he probably going to ask you for some money at the end of this. Like he just said, oh, this is probably the tree that they hung Nat Turner from. And I'm like, you in South Carolina won. He was in South Carolina. So, oh, this is the tree they probably hung up Denmark Vesey from. Is it really? Did you know that? Or did you just come up with that after this incident? Right, LMSYT. He is. He does. Oh my goodness.
I speak at 4. I'm hitting the stage at 4, and I got something to say today. Oh, the ancestors, y'all better speak through me today at 4 o'clock. Ancestors better speak through me at 4 o'clock today. I got something to say. This ain't making no sense. This ain't making no sense. They confiscating all kind of weapons. What is y'all doing? They smelled marijuana.
Maybe they didn't have a permit.
They smelled marijuana. Fabricate just cause. We just gonna fabricate just cause. We just gonna fabricate.
Maybe somebody did have some weed though.
They go to sheriff. Here come the sheriff pulling up. We got the deputy sheriff pulling up, brothers and sisters. I'm supposed to be signing books and taking pictures right now.
Oh, they in his way of making some money.
Signing books and taking pictures right now. They got us blocked in with Negro troops, not the Negro troops from the Civil War, Negropean troops from the white power structure.
Oh Lord, here you go. Roy Blue Tarot, here's a link from Black Anonymous. You can go there and learn more about she interviewed the realtor who was selling St. Paul's College. It has all the information there. Because, you know, Umar has a narrative and then Black Anonymous got to the truth. Mm-hmm.
Not African troops from the Civil War. He going through another trunk. They got Dylan Roof didn't have to go through this. They took him to Burger King to get his sandwich. That devil up in Buffalo, he didn't have to go through this.
Dude, you trying to triangulate 2 other events to this event. One, sir, this is a search. They let you go. Nobody shot nobody. Nobody arrested you. And nobody's taking you to jail. And you're black. Those 2 white people was white. And they committed mass shootings. But I'm sure they got a warrant to go search their houses and stuff, right? I'm just trying to understand. Like, okay. All right. I'm just.
All these mass white killers, they don't have to go through this. They taking the weapons. What they taking the weapons for? Shout out to the Fred Hampton Gun Club for standing their ground. Shout out to the Fred Hampton Gun Club for standing their ground, brothers and sisters. This is what you go through when you real. Carolina didn't change. What's going on in the Carolinas?
Dude, you in the South. Come on,
what's going on in the Carolinas, brothers and sisters? This brother went through my drawers, my socks, my t-shirts. He went through my dashikis, messing up my dashikis. Y'all know I don't play about my dashikis.
What the hell?
Up here, black police accosting black men doing security for a black organizer. Black police accosting a black security team. Fred Hampton Gun Club, brothers and sisters.
Oh, it's
support the Fred Hampton Gun Club.
They out to get you.
Support the Fred Hampton Gun Club. Brothers and sisters, send a cash app. Fred Hampton Gun Club. Brothers and sisters, send a cash app. Fred Hampton Gun Club. Brothers and sisters, send a cash app. Fred Hampton Gun Club.
Is that the actual
send a cash app. $. Fred Hampton Gun Club. Support the shockumentary, brothers and sisters. This is why we need the shockumentary, the war against black men and women. Our boys and girls from childhood to adulthood. Benedict College, HBCU. We at Benedict College. This is how we get treated at an HBCU. I'm not going to blame the HBCU though.
Oh, now.
Get the cash app for the shockumentary. $.
Wait. Hold on. Let me get this right. So you mean to tell me the man who went to a predominantly white institution, and just let y'all know, I went to a predominantly white institution as well. He's trying to say that this is what happens at HBCUs. How would he know? Does this happen at every HBCU he's been to? Did his friends who went to HBCUs, is this what they told him? Did he research this? I'm just trying to understand. You talking about they went through my drawers, my t-shirts, my dashikis. So you upset because you got inconvenienced. Okay. All right. Right. And I wonder if he owes money to the Fred Hampton gun club. He giving out their cash app right now. I'm like, what? Can somebody go verify if that's really their cash app? Hold on, maybe I can look at it. I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna look it up.
Umar Johnson. Hit the cash app for the shockumentary $ Dr. Umar Johnson. Hit Chazelle for the shockumentary.
Oh, there he go begging money again.
For the shockumentary 215-989-9858. Hit your cash app for FDMG $ FDMG School. Hit your cash app for FDMG $ FDMG School. Hit your cash app for the shockumentary $ Dr. Umar Johnson. Hit your cash app for the Fred Hampton Gun Club $ Fred Hampton Gun Club, because we do the work. We not YouTube revolutionaries, Instagram revolution. We do the work. That's why we being stopped by Homeland Security, FBI, CIA. Would the real organizers please stand up? Would the real activists please stand up? I'm supposed to be inside, but I ain't leaving my brothers and sisters out here.
Okay, I looked it up. There is a Fred Hampton gun club. There is a Fred Hampton gun club. Okay, there is one. So, there is one. There is one.
I ain't leaving my brothers and sisters out here. No, sir. We stand together, we die together, we strive together. United we stand, divided we fall. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Europe. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Asia. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans, my South Pacific Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Central and South American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my American Africans, my South Carolina Africans, my North Carolina Africans, brothers and sisters. Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is what you go through when you really fight for the people.
You ain't really fighting for nobody.
At the gate of a Juneteenth celebration where I am the keynote. Stopping me at the gate of the Juneteenth celebration where I am
so horribly, aren't they?
Stopping me at the gate of the Juneteenth celebration and my security detail, Fred Hampton Gun Club.
Don't disrespect Michael Evans like that, Robert.
On Juneteenth, I need y'all to see the irony, the contradiction. I need you to see the hypocrisy. This is a day for Black ancestors to be celebrated. This is a day we memorialize those who was put through the greatest unnatural human disaster ever in recorded history. And we being accosted at a Black festival by Black police at a Black college. We being accosted at a Black festival by Black police at a Black college. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm fasting too. This has been quite a Pan-African fast season. Today is the 19th. We started on the 10th. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Praise be to the Most High. This is the 9th day. 9 is the ancestors. This is the 9th day.
Did the police roll up on his FDMG festival last year?
Ancestors. Ifa Tunde versus the state. Ifa Tunde versus the state.
Does anybody know anybody at Benedict College or the Fred Hampton Gun Club that can verify what the heck was going on?
The city of Wilmington want to block the festival. What's going on, brothers and sisters? What's going on, brothers and sisters?
Okay, y'all, please subscribe to Black Anonymous. She has a great channel with a lot of receipts about Umar Johnson. Also, check out Royal Blue Tarot. LS2K presents. There are also YouTubers have their own YouTube channel as well. They do really great content. We're almost done, y'all. I still haven't gotten to the other stuff, and I've been on here almost 2 hours.
This is Ifa Tunde versus the state. Everybody. All right. Yes, sir. That red tent up there, right, Baba? Yeah. Okay. That's right. All right, I'm gonna see you over there. Okay. Come hop in, Phantom.
Yeah, the rough trip.
Nah, well, they just stopped us right there. Everything else was straight. Let me end this real quick. I gotta end this live.
Fix it, Jesus. Help us, Mama Oya. Dad, how you make? He is a real narcissist. He always makes something about himself. Always something about himself. Always something about himself. Okay, y'all. I was supposed to be doing reactions to two more people. Herschel Walker. I'll just talk about it briefly. I know I'm not used to this stuff, but you know what? I'm off. I don't have his. You know what? It would be nice if I got his Cash Apps and his Super Chats, but he has like almost 70,000 followers, and I have over a little bit over 3,300. So if y'all be so inclined, you can bless the sister's Cash App if you want, or Super Chat. But also if you can, this will actually really help me too. When you watch my video, if you can let the ad play, and if you can share the video, because then the algorithm catches it and it sends it to more people. That would be even better. So if you can't do Cash App or Super Chat, just definitely share it, because then the algorithm or watch the ads. I get an advertisement for the ads. So okay. So y'all, this is another bad dad of I'm gonna do Herschel Walker. Oh, forget about it. Okay, we're gonna do it all there. Okay. Y'all help me, y'all. Okay, so I want to go to Hassan, like comedian that I follow. He always calls him Hassan Campbell. Okay, so Hassan Campbell is a dad. He's a daughter of Daughers. He's on social media. And sometimes I look at him and I feel like, oh, he does a really great job at being a dad. You know, one of his daughters graduated. One of his daughters went to prom. He dropped her off and picked her up. And then the little one looked like she just know her daddy is full of stuff. And she ain't got no time for him. Okay. Before we get that, let's look at Herschel Walker.
Walker publicly,
because he's another bad dad of social media. We gotta talk about briefly. Okay. All right. Again, let's Right. Again, this video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, which allows for fair use for purposes of criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So, right now, in the 2020 election, Dr. Raphael Warnock, not Dr. Reverend Raphael Warnock, a Democrat, was elected to the U.S. Elected to the U.S. Senate. First African American, I think, is it since Reconstruction or ever? Well, the Republicans don't find themselves a black man who's conservative to run against him when he goes for re-election, which I thought he had 6 years, but I guess they're trying to start. Are they trying to start it early? I gotta double check. So they found Herschel, who used to be a football player. Well, you know how the Republicans are always like, oh, we're the party of, we got, he's conservative values. And lo and behold, Herschel got some skeletons in the closet. Not just skeletons, some secret kids them fill out the closet. Because it seems to him that he said something very, it's supposed to be like something that helps, like, oh, whatever happens, the parents are not together, the father should still be in the kid's life. Well, sir, you got one kid that you acknowledge, and you got 3 other ones that nobody know nothing about. Okay, y'all, he got me. 119 for 50 to his bum ass speak at Slave Haven here in Memphis, Tennessee. This was part of the Underground Railroad. I almost passed on the heat at least 105 degrees. Oh my goodness, Yvette. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Oh, I'm so sorry. LMSYT presents. But you know what to do on election day. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna let y'all hear what he say.
Tonight, another bombshell for Georgia Senate candidate Herschel Walker. After initially admitting to having a child that was unknown to the public, it turns out Walker has 2 more children, according to the Daily Beast. The Republican speaks often on the issue of fatherless households, especially in the African American community.
If you have a child with a woman, even if you have to leave that woman, you don't leave the child.
Right. The son that Walker publicly recognizes has joined him on the campaign trail. The bond they have is one Walker says he treasures.
I love this kid to death. Yeah.
Just one day after acknowledging having a second son, Walker released a new statement today about his additional kids, telling NBC News, "I have 4 children, 3 sons and a daughter. They're not undisclosed. They're my kids. I support them all and love them all. I've never denied my children. I confirmed this when I was appointed to the Presidential Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. I just chose not to use them as props to win a political campaign. What parent would want their child involved in garbage gutter politics like this?" While he does support all children financially, Walker has reportedly had no contact with his youngest son, aged 10. It is not known how much contact he has had with the 2 others, one 13-year-old and the other, a daughter he had while in college. The former football star has been endorsed by former President Trump and is in a hotly contested battle to unseat Democratic incumbent Raphael Warnock.
And if Herschel Walker had come out and admitted.
So, yeah, Dominant Silk. So let me get this right. Y'all tried to find another black man to be a conservative to run against the black Democratic man in Georgia. And nobody thought to do a background check to see if he had any skeletons in the closet. Y'all like, oh, he's a football player. He's tall. He looks intelligent. He kind of sounds intelligent. We can work on that. And he got a light-skinned, half-black kid. Y'all, and he's like, oh, his son came with him on the campaign trail. Looks like you were using that kid for a prop to me. But you got not one extra secret kid, but 3? And then one of the kids is older than the son you talking about. I'm just like, sir, you're a real bad dad of social media. You just. Do you think it's CTE? You forgot you had them 3 kids? You with them financially, but not physically in their life. Even though you just told everybody on Dominant Silk, why they got them stripper names? I'm so sorry. That's what a dad should do. Sir, you need to take your own advice and go lay down. And you need to figure out a relationship with them kids before you find yourself sick and have to go live with somebody, and one of that kid you next to decide he's not going to take care of you for the rest of your life. You better see who else. And what if you need a kidney or something? You're going to need to figure out one of them kids is going to need is kidney available. Did you? And by the way, did you get a Father's Day gift from the other 3? Oh, the contradictions. Oh my goodness. The contradictions. Okay, well, we got another bad dad. His name is Hassan Campbell. And I like Hassan, even though I think he be full of stuff a lot of times. But I do appreciate him being he actually is an active father in his daughter's lives. However, some of the stuff he says and does, I'm not quite sure if it's emotionally or verbally healthy for him to do. Okay? I really don't know if it's like I said, if it's emotionally or healthy for him to do. So, I know I can't. So, all right. Cancel. Yes. He has 3 daughters. And I'm going to show you his interaction with those 3, because maybe you will say, hey, let me see a transcript. He's not a bad dad of social media. You're wrong about him. Don't be that way. So I'm going to show y'all. Again, this video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act, which allows for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research.
I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. I know I can. Shout out to my baby girl for getting that high school diploma. When y'all talk about putting in that work, this is what you call putting in that work. If every household take care of their responsibility and raise their kids to go on the right path, the righteous path, the path of education, instead of the penitentiary, we can make the world a better place. That's how you do it. How you feel graduating, baby girl? You feel good? You did it? You made it through all the obstacles. You kept on pushing, kept on keeping up, kept on studying, kept on reading. We made it. We did it. Hit him in the head with the headshot. This is the headshot right here. This is the headshot, that education. This is that headshot. Get that education. We did it. We made it. Yeah.
That was cute, right? I couldn't find a video, but there's another video of his that was kind of disturbing though. He was trying to talk about what do you call it? Violence in the Black community. And he pretended to put like a makeshift gun in front of that daughter right there's head. And the girl was just like watching the camera, not quite sure what's going on. And I was just like, is he pretending to hatch it as a gun and put it to his daughter's head in front of everybody? It got this girl on the screen. Yeah, he did that. He did that. And but in this photo right here now, he's celebrating her. She graduated high school. It's great. It's wonderful. Part of me also kind of wanted her to open that little green thing because the diploma supposed to be in a little green thing. I'm just saying we just need double check verification. But she's cute. Like, he's an active dad. I'm just saying. But that other incident he did, that looked messed up, sir. We don't need that. We don't need them problems. Okay, so this is so that's his oldest daughter, Amani. Yeah, Amani. Okay, so he has another daughter who he dropped off at prom, but he said something that I thought was kind of this. It reminded me of this scene. Y'all remember that scene from Bad Boys 2 when Reggie came to the door to pick up his daughter and they started talking to him crazy? Y'all remember that? That's what it reminded me of. And then there's also a scene in Den of Thieves on Netflix. 50 Cent's character intimidates his daughter's boyfriend or the date for the prom. And so I just y'all, okay, so like there's another video where he drops her off at prom. Hold on, I think this is not the one I wanted to show. This is Nyla. This is Nyla, second oldest. Okay. Very pretty dress she has on. Wait, is this the video? I'm trying to look for the video where he's like talking to the camera and I'm just like, sorry, I can't believe you said that. Oh yeah, Miles. Okay, where is the hold on. I know I had it. Let me go to history. Cause y'all have to see it. Cause I looked at it, I was like, what the heck is he doing? Oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I know the good thing about.
Okay, so the other video is him dropping her off from prom, right? This is her picking her up from prom. And y'all listen to what this man says. Y'all listen to this now.
So y'all know the good thing about dad picking his daughter up and dropping her off? That means none of these little greasy boys are smashing tonight. You heard? Ain't nobody getting my baby during prom night. Because I'm going to hit him in the head with the headshot.
Till he sees my pictures I took with a boy.
Oh, she took pictures with a boy? I'm about to rock his snot box. I'm going to turn this TV off. Little nigga going to go night-night. It's night-night, nigga. So y'all know the good thing about.
Okay, so if y'all don't know about Hassan Campbell, when he said rock your snot box off, that means punch you in the nose. When he says turn your TV off, that means like kill you. So even the fact that he said that in a joking manner, like that was disturbing. Like, as a matter of fact, when he was in the other Amani video, he was like, they were pulling the trigger. I'm like, what the hell? See the violence? Something. So, okay. But hey, he's an active parent. He's in their life, right? Okay, so this one right here, This is his youngest daughter.
I'm recording.
Ain't no.
But part of me did sympathize with her, you know, because I do feel like her son does use his kids, and also he uses his, you know, sexual molestation as ways to get attention from his audience, because he has over 100,000 viewers. And like I said, he is being, as far as I'm concerned, when I look at him, like, oh, he's an active dad. He's in the, they live with him. He's taking him to school. He's taking him to prom. He's going to graduation. But some of the other stuff he did is questionable, you know. But this one, his little daughter, her mouth was getting on my nerve because I felt like she was being upright disrespectful. But then at the same time, I kind of felt like she knows her dad is full of stuff, and she's tired of that camera in her face. So I'm thinking he's always filming them. And I remember another video he did, and she asked him, "Daddy, I don't want to be on camera." So I'm thinking, like, you know, he uses them for entertainment, you know? So I want y'all to see this part, okay?
I'm recording.
Ain't no stop. Look what you got on your feet. Look what you got on your feet.
Yeah.
Look what you got on your feet. You got boots on.
She doesn't want to be on camera.
With boots on. Waiting for the bus with boots on. Where's your sneakers at?
First of all, they're in the house. I just told you.
So why you don't have your sneakers on?
Because they're messed up.
Did she raise her voice in
here?
Look at your feet. You got enough time to put some sneakers on. Look at your feet.
If it's 8 o'clock and then when it hits 8:15, I'm not even gonna have enough time because my
man, get off my grass. I'm trying to grow my grass back. Get off my grass. Don't go on the street. Don't go on the street. Get over there. Leave you alone. Nah, look how you look.
No.
So you're going to go to school looking like that and they're going to look at me like I'm crazy?
Okay.
Look at your feet.
She said she don't want to be on camera.
I know. That doesn't mean you just have to record it like, oh, look at
your shirt
look at
is
shoes.
dirty.
Is her shirt dirty?
And you trying to go to school like that.
Dad, stop recording.
Stop recording. Stop recording.
Stop recording. Or else I swear.
I swear, I just want everybody to know I didn't let you go to school like that.
Excuse me?
I didn't let you go to school like that.
How do you want everybody to know when it's early in the freaking morning and when people trying to go to work and try to have time off from time?
Take the shoes off and put your sneakers on before the bus comes.
How about stop recording and find something to do?
Oh my God.
Smart ass mouth. But I kind of understand though. Okay? Like, for real though. Like real talk. I kind of understand her point. Like, Andriana, we just can't be hitting kids. Now I will say this: when we were growing up, you had she do got a smart ass mouth. I'm saying she does. It's gonna be. She's disrespectful, and I think she even raised her voice at one time. Okay, and you know we probably would have got popped in the mouth, right? Yeah, she is talking to him like a kid. I understand why she's talking to him like that. Because Christine, I've watched his other shows. He exploits his daughters for entertainment. Christine, you ain't finna beat no kid down. That's child abuse. Christine, delete that. Hey, DSA one. I'm just saying, we put her got, popped in the mouth. I guess some of y'all would say timeout, redirection. Okay. Because I'm just saying, she did have a smart ass mouth and she was talking to an adult disrespectfully. But I also feel like her father, in a way, is contributing to that behavior. Because the girl, you see, she is like physically upset. She's in the morning waiting on the bus. Her father, instead of telling her, hey, go in the house and put your shoes on, right? Yeah. He gets out his camera to embarrass her in front of his audience for content. I'm telling y'all, he uses his kids. Yes, he's an active father, but he uses them for entertainment. And that girl looked like, damn, daddy took out the camera to embarrass me in front of all his followers because I chose to put on boots, which, by the way, the boots wasn't even that bad. They just needed to be polished a little bit. And I didn't see nothing on her shirt. To my, oh, your shirt is dirty. I didn't think her shirt was dirty. You know? And then she was on the grass. And then he was like, he was more concerned about the grass. He did stop her from walking into the street, though. And then she did obey him when she went back. And she was like, why are you embarrassing me with the camera and letting everybody know that you got a problem with my shoes? And she's like, I got to be out here by 8 o'clock at 8:15. I'm not going to have no time. And she said, oh, my other tennis shoes was dirty. Well, number one, he as a father should have made sure that her shoes or her clothes was laid out the night before. Then that wouldn't even be this incident. But that's a whole nother thing. Okay. And then he said, well, I don't want people to think I sent you to school like this. What? And I'm just like, oh, so it's all about you, not about your kid going to school dressing appropriately. Adriana. Yeah. The violence. Christine, enabling behavior. But I also feel like, yeah, you are but think about how many times some people have criticized a child being disobedient and then a parent films them like to embarrass them. He's not the only one she's talking to like that. That's why I said I don't approve of her talking the way she did to him, because I was like, oh, I would never, if I had said anything, yeah, I would have got popped in the mouth. Not a beating or a beat down. I would have got popped in the mouth. Some people are not for the pop in the mouth, okay? But I still think, like I said, I still think what she said was disrespectful. But at the same time, your child said, stop filming me. Did she say, please stop filming me? And I'm thinking like to myself, how many times does her dad film her? Like how many times does her dad film her? So that's why I said I felt like that was exploitive. And that was also contributing to the situation. And this is what you have to understand. I think I did a video on this about narcissists and family members. Narcissist parents, a lot of times, they will treat one kid like the golden child that can do no wrong. The middle child is like the peacemaker, Then like the last child or whatever it could be the rebellious, the black sheep. Because they know their parents is on that BS. And I think right now, she's a little girl and she already see the BS for what it is. And she said, turn the camera off. Yeah. Because, and I just want to know how much more compliant would she have been if that camera was off? That's in my head. I'm thinking like that. And this is the thing, like when we're teachers, at least I've had the trainings about de-escalation. And see, when you're doing a de-escalation, you at least as a teacher, let's say that girl was my student in my class. And I said, hey, I need you to go, where's your homework? Or something like that. I need you to turn in your homework or something like that. I went and got out my phone and took a picture of her and said, and then like, oh, I'm gonna send it to your parent or whatever, that would have escalated the incident. Okay? Or if I made a comment about her shoes, like, girl, why you wearing no boots to class? Don't your parents know how to, whatever? I wouldn't say nothing like that. Okay? I would need to de-escalate. She has an attitude. She's on 100. She's about to be on 1,000. I'm talking to her. She's giving me smart ass comments back. I can't get smart back with her. That's going to turn her up. And that's what he did. He got the camera out. She's in the mood. She's like, turn the camera off. And then she talks to him crazy. He talks to her back crazy. He talks to her back like she's crazy. And as you can see, it did not de-escalate it. It made it worse. Because at one point she raised her voice. Okay? Now, there are people who like to chop up what I say. I was talking to y'all about hypotheticals, not real situations. Yes, she is a child. But you have to understand, are you saying or doing some things to get your child this reaction? That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he's, not everybody's a narcissist, but he's giving me that narcissist tendency. Here he is in you saw him in 3 different videos with his daughters. Okay? And sometimes this also happens too. When your parent is a narcissist, let's say one child, a golden child, one child is the peacemaker. They want to keep the peace. They may be somewhat of an enabler of the parent. Sometimes they're the flying monkey of the parent. Then there's one kid. It's like nothing they do is right. The parent is always complaining because that person doesn't act like the golden child. That person doesn't do all their expectations. So this little girl is like, my daddy with the camera again. Okay, I understand that, y'all. LMSYT present. I understand that. But what I'm saying is that his behavior did not help redirect her behavior. Because my mom or my aunt, if I said raise my voice an inch, the first thing they're gonna say, "Oh, who you hollering at?" And would have gave me a look. And then I probably would have put my head down and said nobody. And then they would have pointed to the house and said, "Go in there and change your shoes." There wouldn't have been a discussion. But guess what? He had the camera out. He wanted to show, y'all. Come on. Come on. He wanted to show for that time of the morning. And then he had the nerve to tell her, "Hey, Alot, I'm glad you're here." He had the nerve to tell her, "Well, I don't want nobody to think that I let you come out the house like this." Well, I'm just like, that's true. It does. But if I'm a little kid and I already peeped my dad as a narcissist and he already got this damn camera in my face all the time on that BS, and I got a test in English class this morning, I need to know all these 10 words, this is not helping me. Y'all need to understand, some folks got some toxic ass parents. And that's why, like, when my students come in my classroom and it's early in the morning and they're in a bad mood, I'll be like, okay, they must have had a fight with their mom and dad today. I'm gonna wait to talk to them. I'm not gonna get on you about, what I'm saying? I guess I don't know. I've been in education 20 years, and I just know I can't do the, it just doesn't. I know what y'all mean. But that's what I'm saying. What she was speaking disrespectful to him. She was. And plus, but then again, we don't know what was said before he put that camera on. That's true. Be smart enough to be quiet. But you're dealing with a narcissistic parent who's constantly putting a camera in your face every time you do something. Hey, maybe she just snapped. Maybe maybe she on medication and it ain't kicked in yet. What I'm trying to say is, I saw two different ways, two people in that exchange that needed to change the way they were talking to the other person. I did. And y'all who are parents, if that was your child, would you pull out your camera to film them in this situation? Yes or no? Why are you trying to correct your kid in front of your hundreds of thousands of followers? But did your mama do that in front of an audience? LSUK presents. Did she do that in front of an audience? Or did she do it for the sake of an audience? And think about it like this. Most people, your daughter, think about this. He dropped his daughter off, the middle daughter, to prom. Did he need to film that? Then gonna say, oh, ain't nobody gonna smash tonight. Why are you talking like that? Why couldn't it be just a nice little I'm picking up my sweet daughter and then the first daughter you doing gun signs with, like you gonna shoot somebody. Like, wait a minute now. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you got the first two daughters looking black excellence, right? Oh, look at my pretty daughter. Look at that. Then you go with the little one early in the goddamn morning. She ain't in the mood, and you gonna put her in the you gonna take a picture of her, embarrass her. I'm just like, wait a minute. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes parents do things that create the problem, or it doesn't fix the problem. I just felt like there was some ways that little Aaliyah, okay, and the fact that he put her name in the title, and he looks at the title and said, look at Aaliyah's feet. She said, stop recording me. LMFAO. He thinks it's funny, y'all. Would your parent think that was some funny? Thank you, Yvette. Thank you. But look at his title. Aaliyah, look at Aaliyah's shoes. She told me to stop recording. Let LMFAO. Like, what the? Like, so they right. You're not acting like the parent. You acting like the director now. Yeah, sometimes she did and sometimes she did. But it was just like, dude, you a parent. You could have handled that a different way yourself. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Okay. All right. So we got to go to... I saw this today. I don't know. He might still have... Oh, he still got his thing up.
Run up on me.
Okay. So... Fix it, Jesus. Here's another bad day of social media. Let me do my disclaimer. This video section is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act, which allows for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay. All right. So, Young Pharaoah, a.k.a. Marshall Daniels, a.k.a. Aten General, a.k.a. He gave himself some other name. He is a father. And I don't know if some of you remember my previous videos. Thank you. You're not putting your kids on the camera to do that. Yes. Both sides handle it badly. That's the point I was. Thank you. I'm glad y'all. I think everybody understands. I'm with y'all on her being disrespectful. I am. Yeah, she was disrespectful. But Hassan did not make that situation any better. He did not. And his title just proves like, oh, I just need some entertainment to show everybody today. Yeah. So this is Young Pharaoah. Supposedly at one time he was going to sue YouTube. The case got tossed. He's one of my episodes for African American Greed. This past year he shot at his baby mother's house. She ended up moving out of state. He's made dozens of videos on both of his baby mother. He has 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. One boy with his first baby mama and two with his second baby mama. He's always using them too as well for entertainment purposes or whatever. And he's also been arrested for terroristic threat. He lives here in the Houston area. He even told people his no, that's a video he's showing that I'm not going to show because I don't want to get flagged. So I want to show y'all this dude. This is my opinion, educational opinion by observing him. No, he's not part of the manosphere. He's a hotepper, but like Umar Johnson, he's basically pimping his so-called knowledge to the Black community for money. But in his case, his head got too hockey. I think YP, he's been spiraling out of control for like the last year. It's gotten him in trouble with the law. It has hurt his relationships with the mother of his children. They don't want the kids to come see him because he comes on camera. He's smoking weed, which I wonder sometimes if he's smoking more than weed. He got his shirt off. He say he gonna do this, he gonna do that. One day he's okay with the baby mamas. The next day he's making a video saying he's not. He's saying, oh, someone tried to drug me. Oh no, I wasn't drugged. Oh, she gave me shrooms. And he starts dancing. Like, I don't know, dude, are you in a psychotic episode and you need to go to HCPC? Or are you on some drugs? And is it a little bit of both? Because one day he's like, oh, I murdered so many different people. But that's not what you went to jail for. You went to jail for a gun charge. You know. Like, oh, the CIA shot me out. And then he started talking about, oh, the white people, they ain't never did nothing to me. Dude, you had a white prosecutor that didn't want to give you bail. Like, what are you talking about? And he's become a big Trump supporter. Girl, he moved to Texas. He talked about how good Governor Abbott is. He's like, oh, I think I want to date Governor Abbott's niece. And I'm just like, something is wrong. A lot of the people that was around him, they not with him no more. He was dating one girl here, but she ran up on the plug on him. So she was a hustler. I saw it. He saw it. He's always trying to he got Aten University. You gonna get some classes for him. He's the smartest man in the world. He got $1 million library. He got a Lambo. He got all this stuff. And then he want to come make videos about, oh, my mother's children are not keeping me away from my kids. No, you keeping yourself away from your kids. Okay? So this is me on his channel, right? I went through like his videos. I'm going to show you. These are his videos. So he got one today. I Young Pharaoah, have recovered from being drugged. That was a video. He got these music videos, right? Then he does these commentary. And this is the one that's really aggravating me. Trayvon Martin case was a hoax. See? Ugh. Young Pharaoah and Violet respond to clout chasers. Okay. We're going to see how long that lasts. His relationships don't really last. So you got all these videos, right? Do you see any of them about his children? He has 3 kids. 3 kids. Did you try to go see your kid? You got one in Buffalo where they had a whole fucking shooting at. Did you go see that? Did you go see him? And you got 2 kids in Sacramento. Supposedly he went to Sacramento a couple months ago, and he was able to see his kids, I think. But then when he came back, he was talking crap about Golden Beauty. Golden Beauty is his second baby mama, and Kamel is his first. But I want y'all to hear this. This is why I said he a real bad dad. Because he started saying some stuff that I just like, I know this don't sound right. So y'all let me know. Let me see a transcript. You wrong. He ain't saying nothing bad. Okay, them girls is wrong for keeping them kids away from him. I'm like, all right. But y'all let me know. So I'm gonna let y'all see what I saw. Okay. So, all right. Okay. He was talking about something.
Too much shit going on. It's like nigga, your whole brain sensory.
Okay, let me not.
It's greasy, bro. So it's like you know how the police be acting. She like, what's wrong? I'm like, my father died, and it's out. That black woman in there. Nobody. And then if you hit that bitch, I have it, bro. Sitting in the goddamn. It's like being.
Okay.
They probably was gonna try to violate. Saying was all I heard was this. This never been in no juvenile. When I was 16, bro, my cousin snuffed me. My cousin snuffed me and then called 911 after he snuffed me. So I caught a case, but really he started the fight. Now I said to say this. The black police officer, she was telling the white cop not to arrest me, but the white cop arrested me anyway. Now, peep game. I said to say this, nigga, they put me on the worst, nigga, I had no criminal history, no criminal record at all. And they put me on the worst unit in the jail, bro. Every time I go to jail, they put me on the worst unit you could possibly put me on. And my thing is this is like, nigga, okay, so if I kill a motherfucker in here, or if I catch a homicide in here because a nigga playing with me, y'all gonna try to say I'm a violent inmate. But in reality, why the fuck y'all keep putting me on the worst fucking motherfuckers hating with? Period. That's why, and that's why I stay by myself. And I ain't got time. No disrespect to niggas that's in the streets, but y'all niggas doing some. You know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect to niggas that's in gangs. But somebody need to look at these gang niggas a little closer because a lot of y'all niggas is gay. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if nobody's scared to say it. I'm going to say it. A lot of y'all niggas is gay as fuck. Like a lot of y'all niggas. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know. All I know, and I ain't gonna speak on shit. I ain't gonna speak on shit that I don't know. But I know for a fact, I'm not never gonna say a nigga raped me and I loved it. I'm not gonna never say that. They got you know what movie I really want to go in though? Gymnastics. And they was about to go in ballet. Just doing the shit that y'all speak against.
Right. I don't think you're wrong either, man. You know, I'm a little young, so you know what I'm saying. I haven't really seen all that shit, but the shit I've done seen, I think motherfucking gang members is a little bit sussy, you know.
Some of them be gay. It's the truth.
When I seen Wayne kiss that motherfucker on, I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly, but I'm gonna tell you what, my son ain't gonna be in no gang. My son ain't gonna be involved in none of that shit. And it's like if y'all want y'all kids to be running around with them type of niggas, that's on y'all. My kids is not gonna be nowhere involved in none of that. With my kid, you know what I had my kids in before my goddamn. You know what I had my kids in before motherfuckers just start doing stupid shit out here? Gymnastics. And they was about to go in ballet. My daughters was about to go in ballet. Like my kids are going into performing arts. They're not going into the streets.
Okay, so like number one, You not in your son's life. He's in Buffalo. You talked bad about Camille, who actually held you down while you was in jail. Then you wanted to get on this, I'm woke, and get on this polygamy stuff. Then you found some other lady, and then you got with Golden Beauty and had two girls. Your daughters were trying to talk to you, and you were cursing out their mother. You shot into the house where your two daughters was in, sir. When were you going to put somebody in ballet and gymnastics and performing arts? I don't remember them videos. Not at all. None whatsoever. No.
Streets. They're not for the streets. My kids is about to go on art classes, dance classes, motherfucking ballet, and all that shit. And I'm gonna be in that shit with they ass. So goddamn, because I ain't gonna lie, I put myself in gymnastics just to prepare more for this role I want to play in these movies. So goddamn, I've been increasing my flexibility and my agility. So when I go to Hollywood, I can get on my Jackie Chan shit. But for the most part, goddamn, my kids ain't going to no, man.
What goddamn movie? I still ain't figured out what movie he supposed to be in.
I don't get that, man.
Fuck him. Nigga go right in a horse stance on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got time for. I'm not going to no gay shit. I'm not going to no drag queen shit. I'm not doing none of that, my nigga. I'm not doing.
You're not scared, but you just been through
her. But I ain't gonna lie, it didn't even cost that much. But I gave the person $100 for the roses just cause. But I said to say this, I respect homeless people because they not committing crime.
Right.
That's why I'm about to go right to the homeless. That's why the first motherfuckers I'm going to clean up in society is the homeless. It's like, son, they not.
Y'all listen to this.
They just homeless, but they not breaking in shit. They not robbing. Like I seen a woman sitting on the curb down here in Houston with her son. I felt her dog. I felt so bad. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, she's still disciplined enough to just, I ain't saying accept where she at because she shouldn't accept it, but she disciplined enough to not infringe upon somebody else's life because she's unfortunate and she just needs some help. But you got niggas out here with thousands of dollars committing crime, and nigga, you not even fucked up.
Yeah, put a nigga on their feet, put a person on their feet, because times is rough right now for a homeless motherfucker, because you gotta realize that it is different times. Nobody carry cash money no more. Everybody carry motherfucking car.
Bro, and that's what I be telling them when I see him. I'm like, I be like, I got my car, I gotta go to the ATM. But I said to say this, bro. If I do my cookout this summer, if I go through with the cookout, my nigga, I already put it in my tweet on Twitter. Nigga, I'm gonna have the homeless. They gonna have their own section, like where can't nobody eat from over there but the homeless, my nigga. They gonna have. I'm gonna have wine over there for their ass, weed, food. Yeah. Like I'm gonna have my own section for the homeless, bro. They gonna have their own cook. Like nigga, if I see anybody over there trying to get a plate from the homeless side, my nigga, you getting kicked off. Like my nigga, I'm gonna have a whole goddamn section for the homeless. But goddamn,
I love to see it,
man. Listen, bro, I appreciate you calling. Yeah, I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Look, before you end the stream, right?
Yep.
Look, I got one request for you. You gotta play
Y'all, somebody tell me, does this man look stable enough or sound stable enough to be around his children? And I didn't even get to the part where he talked about a little bit, talking about he's in gymnastics now, trying to get fit to go to Hollywood to be in movies. He said he gonna be in Star Wars, y'all. He been saying that for like 2 months now. He still could go back to court soon. He said he bought some property in Costa Rica. I don't know, between him and Umar and the stuff that they said that they're gonna do, it's just, hell, at least Umar got some buildings. You can see the building. Ain't nothing happening to the buildings, but it's in the building. This dude, I feel like, dude, are you on drugs? Are you high? Is this a mental episode? Because for the last year, I just feel like this dude has been spiraling out of control. Like, dude, your kids can't even visit you. You talk to their mother so bad, he actually hit them. Well, according to them, allegedly, he hit them. But then he said, oh, I never hit no women. Then he did a video saying he did. And I'm just like, he deletes the videos and stuff. But if you go to Ramil Mott, he has a lot of the receipts over there. It's just ridiculous. I'm just like, you got 2 daughters and a son. You should be in their life. But you over here on this crazy stuff. So you're going to be in Star Wars. You're going to have a whole cookout section for the homeless. Sir, why haven't you done that already? There are a lot of organizations in the Houston area that can help feed the homeless. But you're going to have whole plates of food and liquor for them? At whose house? Your house? Where? What event? Wait, what about visitation to your kids? There are no videos about him for Father's Day. What is with you and Umar? Y'all don't... And then there's another video. I have to do a whole other separate video for this. He invited some girl to Houston, right? Invite this girl to Houston. Then he got with this other girl, the one that's in one of the other videos, she's kind of light skinned. Then he started treating the other girl like shit. Then he get on camera talking about, y'all, I just came home and there was a crazy lady in my bedroom. He had people believing that there was some total stranger stalking him and got in his bedroom. The girl did her own video and she showed him picking up from the airport and then showed him in the bedroom, started talking to her crazy. And she said, he didn't start talking to me crazy until the other light-skinned girl showed up and he started treating me differently and then telling me to get out of his house and calling me an Uber. And I was like, but you got on camera and told everybody, oh, I'm calling the cops because some psychotic person is in my bed and won't leave. No, you invited her up there. And I guess she, didn't do what you want her to do. And then you wanted her to leave. And so you try to get you got police involved. Why are you picking up someone from the airport and then treat them like shit later on? It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. I'm just, sir. Go to rehab. Go lay down. Go get Jesus. Something. Stop drinking. Ooh, have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him about your trouble. Yeah. Whew, Lord. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to this next part. This is the last. This person is not a father, but I want to show y'all what happened. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to go to. I think Shakim got it. All right. Okay. All right. So. Okay. All right. So we almost done, y'all. We almost in the home stretch. Okay. This video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, which allows for fair use for purposes of criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay, so Poetic Flakko is not a father, but this is like a trending topic that's been happening in the last couple of days. So he was a member, according to him, he was a member of the Umar Johnson sector. He did Umar Johnson videos, related videos, about other people who critique or supported Umar Johnson. Well, he started the last 6 months. He switched to mostly non-Umar Johnson related content, mostly trending topics, especially like in the hip hop world. And so he got hired to be on a kind of like a hip hop trending topics channel called No Jumper. Okay. And so they like his personality. They like what he was about. I think he's in charge of the No Jumper Instagram. He does co-hosting things too. But it seems like he is running into problems since he got that job. And one time he was doing some type of Sambo Coon dance. It just looked really weird. And then he was asking people about their penis size. It was just like, dude, not even a joking, man. Why are you asking people for that? And then someone else got jumped at No Jumper, but I guess he must have saw it. They had to tell him basically like, dude, be quiet. You don't be telling them about what you saw. But in this case, it seems that he had words with this man named 16 Shots? No, 16 Spot'em. I don't know who that man is. It's somebody they reported on. Like I said, they report on like mostly like hip hop, rap, or someone in entertainment that probably like mainstream, like average people, we probably don't know who they are. But they know who they are. So, all right. So I want y'all to see the incident, which we're calling Spitgate. Okay? So y'all remember when Pumpkin spit on New York in Flavor of Love? Yeah, okay. So, all right. So giving y'all the backstory. Poetic Flakko on the far left. The person to the left of him is AD. He's another member of the No Jumper podcast or the No Jumper show. And he's kind of there because he's like the OG, and he's probably trying to like mediate the conflict between Poetic Flakko and this guy 16 Spot'em on the right-hand side. And so you will hear Poetic Flakko say that 16 Spot'em is a clout chaser. Oh, really? I did. So I really feel for him. Flakko, you feel for that in this? Okay. Oh, that don't do it is whack because Adam 22 is cool with whack 100 Officer Rap. Oh, so he is okay. We got to talk about that another time. But okay, thank you for information. So listen to this. This is what started the Spitgate. But they already had history with stuff online that Flakko was saying. And so Adam was like, oh, let me invite the 16 Spot'em on the show. And then let me let AD mediate between the both of them. And now he's filming it, right? So let me mute myself so I can see.
Call, bro. How the Hey, now you don't recall, bro. How do he listen, bro? He's Hey, now you don't recall, bro. How do he listen, bro? He said this, bro, right?
Bro, you supposed to have your facts together, Flakko.
Then y'all get in here make it seem like I'm clout chasing, like I'm harassing him. I'm exposing him, doing all this shit for nothing, bro. This nigga harassing me. How we instigating This though? nigga putting bots of addresses he think I live at 1,000 times on the people comments I don't fuck with. This nigga dropping socials and security numbers and driver's license numbers. This nigga doing a lot of weird shit behind the scenes, bro. This nigga making fake pages saying I'm trying to kill him. How is that our fault though, right? It's like you fuck with me, then you on some police shit too. How is that our fault though? Because you said, bro. What you mean? How's your fault? You standing behind this shit. You calling me a clout chaser and you standing behind this shit. I'm showing you this shit. No, right. And I don't want you to be on my side, bro. But stop, bro. Stop. I think it's like you dick riding, gang.
No, right. All right, no. We're gonna do this. All right. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. How did you and Kevo get into it to begin with?
He was clout chasing off
man,
Kevo.
Shut up. I just said let the man talk.
What'd you say, Kevo? Bro, suck my dick, bro. That's hey, stop playing before I slap the shit out. Do it.
Hey, no. Watch out. We ain't doing that here. Watch out.
I'll beat the fuck out of you. No, man.
Beat
the fuck out you, but motherfucker put you on your own the beat, boy. Stop playing with me, boy.
Fuck out of here, my nigga. Watch out, man. You think this is a hot funny game, bro?
So thank you for that video, Carol Shaquem Rod exclusive. So did y'all see? Okay, so Flakko's on the left, 80's in the middle, and 16 Spottom's on the right. The man said, 80 said, well, how did you and this guy, whoever this other guy is, how did y'all get into it with? And Flakko says, clout chasing. I think the guy's name is Kevo. And he says, the man says, oh, what up, Kevo? And the man says, I think he said, suck my whatever. And then the other guy said, and then Flakko said, do it. And the guy spit on him. And then Flakko spit back. Did y'all see that part? Do we need to replay it? For the people in the back? Why this is Spitgate? I think we do. Let's go back. Okay.
Outside, bro, but stop. Stop.
I think you're
it's like you dick riding, gang.
No, right. All right, no. We're gonna do this. All right. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. How did you and Kevo get into it to begin with?
He was clout chasing on
man,
Kevo.
Shut up. I just said let the man talk.
What'd you say, Kevo? Bro, talk about dick, bro. That's hey, stop playing before I say it. Bro, do it.
Hey, no.
Oh, Flakko. Sir. You know, remember when Pumpkin spit on New York on Flavor of Love? Didn't Pumpkin didn't New York toss that table and go get security? And my thing is this. I'm gonna play a video in a minute where basically, shout out to YM social media, where they're having a discussion with Flakko about what he did, and it's like they're trying to tell him he needs to act differently on this show, but it's like he's not getting it. Oh wow! See, this is the thing. Oh wow! He pieced it up a second. Like he called me a clock tonight, but I didn't want to spit on him. He did say so. Oh, and see, this is the thing. Flakko has done things in the Umar Johnson sector, and he's trying to do that shit over there with the No Jumper crew, and that is not. No, you can't do that. And that's even what I think her name is Gina Views tried to tell him, like, dude, you got to be different over here. You can't be doing this. So I'm going to show y'all, shout out to YM social media. Did a really good video. Please like, share, subscribe. Okay. Okay, so this happened, I guess, Monday night. So I'm gonna oh, okay, that's what you said. Not to you, but he said it to you. Yeah, he said it. All right. Again, this video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay. Got to do that as a content creator. All right, let me get myself out of there. Shout out to YM social media. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think he needs to understand that with real street shit come real street consequences.
That's what I saw.
So I heard you was about to get fucked up.
By who?
But I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say the name. But you was about to get your shit slid.
Nah.
What I just seen, it was bad. It was beyond talking at that point.
What did you see?
Feel me?
Fill me in, because I don't know.
Flakko continued to taunt and call this man names. He called him
I
a
wasn't
clout
taunting.
chaser. He was bringing up shit. He was disrespecting him. And he was sitting there calm.
That's cap.
It's true. I was right there.
He was sitting
I was
there
in on the
calm.
interview.
He
Yeah,
was
that's
calm
true.
as fuck. He was just letting Flakko do all this name calling. He let him send him. He let it come out.
Flakko says, this is where it went left. Flakko says, word on the street is you afraid like to go outside in Chicago and shit. So the niggas like, what you mean word on the street? Do you know niggas from Chicago? What streets do you be on? You know what I mean? And Flakko's like, a lot of people told me this. So he said, a lot of people ain't post about him. So who told Flakko some shit? He said, name one person. Flakko couldn't name one person. You know what I'm saying? So then I said, okay, Flakko, show me in your phone right now, because he said somebody hit him up in his phone. Show me in your phone right now who told you about 16 so I can confirm that it's true. Flakko shows me his phone. I look at the text message. I seen some shit I wasn't supposed to see.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
But I can confirm that the nigga didn't tell Flakko about 16. So if you watch today, I was basically saying like, Flakko, you can't call me a liar because I was looking at the text message. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to throw that out there and make him look bad. So I was just like, let me keep that to myself. You know what I mean? But basically that back and forth kept going and shit. And then out of nowhere, the nigga, what happened? The shit went left, went a little crazy, right? They going back and forth. They talking shit to each other now. And then Flakko, he says something. And then the nigga 16 says, all right, Kevo.
The nigga responded back with one thing to Flakko. He called Flakko Kevo. When he called Flakko Kevo said, when he called.
What does that mean, calling you Kevo?
When he called him Kevo, he called him Bandman, referring to Bandman Kevo, because he was having Bandman Kevo back like he on payroll.
Damn. That's cap.
He told
Flakko told him, suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
You told him suck your dick,
This young
bro?
man, this gentleman, responded back and said, nigga, I'll slap the shit out of you.
Damn.
Flakko said,
do it.
He did it. He said that. Flakko said it.
Let's go, Flakko.
Some spit was transferred from this side of the table to the other side of the table.
And I spit back.
And if AD did not stand up, you would have got slid.
How? Wait, about him?
Yes.
Wait.
So AD jumped in the middle. I jumped in the
AD
middle.
saved that man life.
How though?
Would you say AD saved you?
Not like
Would you
saved
say
my
he saved
life?
you? Yes or no?
Against him?
Yes or no?
No, bro. I wasn't terrified of this nigga. No,
I'm letting you know right now, Flakko, that is the diet version of what's to come if you continue to disrespect people, which I have been saying since episode 1.
Wait, hold on. Let me say this. I don't have a problem, Flakko, no, listen. I don't have a problem with you giving your opinion. You feel me? I think you funny. I think you witty with the shit. I have a good time watching you and your content.
Of course.
You're very entertaining, like I said when you did the news.
When you talk to street niggas and you telling street niggas like, nigga, watch what happens next. Watch what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you said
you was talking like you was about to get some get back.
So again, the interview started off though, right? Comps like that, right? Now, bro asks, why'd you call me a cloud chaser, right?
Yeah.
I gave my reason and refused to backtrack off calling him a cloud chaser, right? So bro kept bringing up, why'd you call me a cloud chaser? I told him why, right? He kept bringing it up, right? So, right? Like when they say like, I kept calling him, right? Like,
you kept calling him a fraud.
How many times you call him a cloud chaser?
Too many.
He kept asking me why.
He called him a clout chaser.
How many times
he called him a fraud?
Every time he asked me.
What Flakko says online, he says in person.
100%.
He 100%. He stood on.
You stood on that.
You stood on your opinions, which I respect when it came down to it. My whole thing is that the Flakko that I know is like, hey, I'm a peaceful guy.
Yeah,
I'm not no street dude. What I just seen was Tupac, Flakko.
He spit on me though, right?
Flakko,
Listen, right?
Tupac.
Wait,
You
yo.
told him suck your dick.
Wait,
So
bro.
you was ready to go up.
Wait, bro.
He was
Listen,
ready to
right?
go
Wait.
up.
Bro, listen, right? Yo.
His new name is Paco.
Listen though, right? Yo.
Flakko act the same way he did it Umar Johnson sector. Being funny, talking that stuff. Now he up over there, no jumper. Like he said, oh, that's amusing when you're like this and you're doing the news. Okay. But you told a man who is a guest on your show, call him a clout chaser to antagonize him, which you did in the Umar Johnson sector. And you still do, even though you say you're no longer in the sector, but you be coming back here to take shots at other people. Okay. And you did it on this show, which is no new job that you moved from North Dakota to LA for. You already witnessed somebody getting beat up. Now you gonna go with it across the table. You only did that because AD was there. I'm gonna keep it real. You only did that because AD was there. The man spit at you and you spit back, which sounded like some middle school, high school stuff. But at the same time, you told him, do it. Like, what? Sir, you ain't about that life. You are not about that life. What the next time that man roll up there and beat you or shoot you and shoot up some other people because of something you said? Like the expression say, when you in Rome, do as the Romans do. No. We're almost done, y'all.
You listen though, right, bro? Like,
what's up, Paco?
Yo, listen, like fuck the street shit, right?
Yeah.
Or like civilian shit, right, bro? If you spit on me, there's no civility. You feel me? I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, he's just, right? No, right? Bro, he spit on me.
So what's up?
Right?
So what's up?
Bro, like we spit on somebody, like
So why you didn't run up on him then since you felt so disrespected?
I spit on him back.
Say it, Gina, say it.
So look, let me ask you a question. So when
I spit back, he spit on me, right?
When he walked over to the couch and you was standing right there behind Josh, why you didn't swerve over a world-class athlete and dust him like
I'm
you
at
had
work.
dusted me? Oh, now we
What you
at
mean?
work.
If you at work,
You just called that man a clout chaser, a fraud, and all of that at work.
I
So
stand on that, though.
are we employees or are we niggas out here? Let me know.
What we on?
I'm a
What
nigga.
we on?
Right?
Say it again, Gina. Say it again.
Two different personas.
How though?
Because you said watch.
When?
Watch what?
You
When was
said
sitting over
watch.
there.
Just wait. You said just wait.
Why was you saying just wait for?
When he
He was
about
trying to
leave.
run up. I said, bro, listen, bro, listen.
No,
Yeah.
he said no. He didn't try to run
He
up.
kept swerving, trying to run up.
No, he said, man, he said, I apologize. I ain't even seen it. You said,
When?
I'll knock you out,
On
man.
God,
Nah.
on God, he said, I apologize to
Just
everybody.
wait.
Nah.
He
did.
apologized to you?
No.
Nah.
He
He apologized to him.
He said, I'll apologize. Like, I didn't even mean to get it cracking
No,
like
that's
that.
cap.
Because
Yeah.
he was calm the whole time.
Yeah.
He was cool. He was taking everything in. He was taking it.
Pause.
Clout chaser.
Nah.
Yeah.
Clout chaser, you fraud, you this, you that. Like you
Every time he asked me though, right? Like here, right? It wasn't me like here saying, yo, like cloud chaser. No, right? Again, and he kept asking, why'd you call me a cloud chaser? I kept standing on my reason why, which is, yo, if you do an interview, right, with damn near like a nobody, right, with the sole purpose of exposing somebody, to me that's cloud chasing, right? So like y'all saying, right, I'm here calling his names over and over. No, I'm responding back to him saying, why call me a cloud chaser? Here's why.
If I wasn't here, it would have been different, right?
Yeah, right.
Spit on me though. Whoa. If I wasn't here, would the situation be different for you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Can we acknowledge that?
Yes.
Okay, Flakko. What I'm saying is, bro, me doing that and me having your back in that type of situation and making sure nothing happened to you, bro.
Of course.
This is not about to be a recurring thing, bro.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now, my thing is where do you think the end result of you doing these type of things in this type of situation, what do you think the end result of this is? You think everybody's just gonna be like, oh, he says what he says and it's gonna be kumbaya? You're not afraid for your safety at all when it comes down to this now? You just seen how left it could have went, bro. And you was shaking first, though. No, but you was shaking the whole time, bro. Your hands was shaking. Yeah, you was mad.
Shut up, Flakko. Listen to the man.
Somebody, you say that you peaceful. You say that you don't like talking like street shit. You don't do that. That man,
it was a debate though.
Wait a minute, no, it's not a debate. In that corner, that man was about to walk away. You talking about, nigga? I fuck.
Nah, that's not true. He
you
was
didn't
like,
say you fuck him up.
He was walking towards me, talking. I'm talking back to him.
Not even just on that
Flakko,
corner.
Yeah, I'm talking back to him, bro.
You were sitting right there saying, "I beat your ass."
If you wanted to fight that man,
Flakko, shut up.
Pussy shit. Of course. If you want to fight that man, you should have fought that man if that's what you wanted to do. It couldn't be nobody to stop you. When it comes down to that, right?
I'm at work, bro.
No, you sit.
I'm at work.
It doesn't matter. If you tell somebody suck my dick and you going back and forth with somebody, I'll fuck you up. You can't beat me up one-on-one. You sitting there saying that, but you sitting down, bro. You do not want to fight that man.
I was told to sit down. What do you mean? Listen.
If somebody spit on you, can't nobody tell you to fucking sit down, bro.
If I really want to get
somebody spit on me, am I gonna sit down?
That can hold me back.
What?
If somebody spit on me, is AD gonna sit down?
I spit on him back. I got my lick. I'm good.
Did you say I get my lick back?
Got your lick.
Great question, YM social media.
Got your lick.
I'm going to put the links to all the videos that I showed you. I'm going to put them in the description. I'm also going to put the timestamps in the description as well. So that way, those of you who maybe you came on a certain part, but not another part, and you want to go back, you'll know exactly where to go. So please like, share, subscribe. If you would like to support the Let Me See Your Transcript channel, you can become a member of the channel. I do have extra content for members. Or you can send a super chat, Cash App, buy merchandise. But if you can't do any of that, please, please, please like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for being here with me for 3 hours. I'm out for the summer, so normally I don't do 3 hour live, but I do have another 3 hour live. It was really great. So definitely check it out. I do have some shorter videos. One for Juneteenth. Also for Father's Day, I have another Umar Johnson video that's like less than 20 minutes. And then I have a video yesterday that was like 33 minutes. And I have another one the day before. I think it was like 3 hours. So, but I do include timestamps and the videos I use to give credit to those content creators. So, all right. Also, if you could please do me a favor, please leave me a comment or a suggestion for another live. Okay. Thank you. The Sheriffs, Christine Parks, Yvette Strother, LS2K Presents, Andriana Thornton. I think I saw Propane. Oh, Uakata. Thank you so much. Christine Parks, DSA1, The Sheriffs, World Blue Tarot, Black Anonymous. Let me see. Let's see who else has been here. Teacher Preacher, William Carruthers. Mrs. VSNC online. And Vici. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's night. Bye-bye.